Launch Your Income Agency. We are talking all things going live. As you can tell, I got roses, I got a balloon. We are going live because I am celebrating 1 year of going live. So thank you so much for coming in. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting in just a few moments. We're going to talk all things going live. Let me know if you have questions as you come on into the live stream. Appreciate everybody coming through. If you are new to my live, feel free to say new and put it in the chat. We're going to get to talking in a second. Appreciate everybody coming in. And again, this is my 10 o'clock live. So we're going to get to talking all things live in just a few minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. I usually set up my screen, so I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to get to talking about going live. I'm going to talk about my journey. I'm going to talk about some of the things I learned. We're going to talk about some lessons I've learned, some things I learned along the way. I've reflected about this in other lives, but obviously because this is the anniversary, we're going to talk about a little bit more. And you know, obviously I want to just talk about intentions, being intentional about things you want to do. You never know what opportunities will come before you, and just knowing that, you know, you're going to meet so many great people along the way. You're going to meet so many great people along the way. So as you do this, it's going to grow. You're going to be so happy and satisfied with the outcome, but it requires you to show up and continue to show up for your community. So I'm trying to fix these curls. So thank you so much for being here. All right, so we are going to get started on the TikTok side as well. As you guys prepare to come in, I got my roses. My hubby bought me some roses. He got me some roses to celebrate. Got some balloons. I actually have a little cupcake. And so we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna post some content about it. I have not done it yet, so I'm gonna put some videos out there. I'm gonna give some thoughts about my reflection over the year of doing this practically every day. You know, it's practically content for every day. If you guys look at the videos that I've put out there for you all, you figure I've done twice a day. There's some content I got to put out there for you from the last month of December. So, gosh, there's probably another 40 videos I need to put out there in terms of content for my live stream. So, like I said, I just keep showing up, keep doing this, and I'm going to have over 500 soon of content on here on YouTube for the playlist that's out there. And then obviously there's the TikTok content that I'm producing as well. So, and then shorts on here. So really a good way. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, people coming in. I appreciate you all coming in. If you're new to my live, you know, here's the rules. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. So you're going to give me a thumbs up to like the live. Put a comment in, say hello, good morning, happy new year. And then also make sure you click that subscriber button and the bell to make sure you get notifications when I go live and I post content. We have over 1,000 subscribers. We hit that in the month of December. I'm so over the moon about that. We hit that amount. We need to increase our watch time. So we're going to say, go ahead and watch some of my content. Go ahead and binge watch, get that content viewing in so we can get these numbers up. Obviously, we're gonna hit that 4K mark by April. That's real. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So we'll definitely come in, engage. So we want to make sure that we are growing. This is our season to grow. So continue to come in and watch the content. Thank you so much. Appreciate you looking in my eyes. Okay, so housekeeping. Housekeeping rules. Make sure you're 18 years and older because you have to be 18 to go live on YouTube and TikTok. That's rule number one. Make sure that you are putting professional comments in. This is a professional channel. We talk all things live streaming, branding, digital marketing, helping you grow in these platforms. So I share my tips. I share things that I've done, lessons learned. All those things are shared here. So feel free to come in and engage in that way. And then, most importantly, make sure that you click that subscriber button so that if you're new to the live, that you also subscribe to the channel and give it a like if you have not liked already the live stream. Okay? I don't talk about makeup, but I appreciate you being here. Talk about going live. That's what we're talking about. My little leaf ears in my face. So that's okay. We'll work with it. Hey, Alfred. Yes, we're celebrating the new year, celebrating 1 year of going live, celebrating all the growth. So appreciate you, Pals. Pals is my moderator, House Rules. She is putting it in there. Um, and so she is letting you guys know all things about housekeeping rules, making sure you stay professional, make sure you're 18 years and older because it's not the channel for you. Happy New Year to everyone. And then last but not least, let me answer the common questions. I am married. I live in Florida. I appreciate the compliments about my hair, my lipstick, my makeup, my balloons, my flowers, me being gorgeous. Thank you very much. But we are talking about live streaming. So feel free to come in and engage and ask questions. And my mod is here. She will answer questions too. Definitely somebody you want to connect with. She's looking to grow her channel. So definitely want to come in and connect. Appreciate everybody joining me today. We're celebrating 1 year of going live. 1 year of going live on almost daily. Almost. Practically. So I say that because I want you guys to do it. So feel free to come in if you have questions as well. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions. All right, friends, we are going to get going in just a second. Um, let's see if I can get this board up real quick. Let's see, one. Give me 1 second. How is everybody doing um, this morning? Hopefully everybody's doing well and you are having a good day, start of your day. Hopefully everybody's having a good start of their day. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you joining me. Make sure you give a thumbs up to the live. I appreciate you all joining. If you haven't been here before, this is my live where we talk all things going live. And I appreciate everybody coming in and celebrating with me. This is 1 year of going live every day and building community. So you guys are going to see me in real time. I'm going to be talking about my live stream. I'm going to be talking about some lessons learned. I always want to make sure I am sharing information. Let's see. Sharing information with all of you. Let's see, will that cut it off? Oh gosh, it's not gonna let it. Not gonna let it be on one line. Give me 1 second as I set up my board. See if I can get it on one line. I don't think I'll be able to. Um, is it the balloon? Yes. Didn't let me have the. One second. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for coming in. We are going to get started in just 1 second. And give me 1 second. I want to see if I can put my celebrating back up. Will it let me still have one line? Yes. All right. And then maybe I'll do that. Still trying to get my board up. Trying to make sure my board is up there. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for joining. Give me a thumbs up. So we're celebrating 1 year of going live. Appreciate everybody being here. We are gonna go live in just a second. I want to make sure I am setting up all of my screens. Appreciate everybody joining. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, I am based in Florida. I am based in Florida. And let's see if I can do effects. That would be great, but I don't know if I will be able to do. Thank you, everybody, coming through. So we're going to celebrate. I'm going to give some things that I've learned over the year. Let's see. So we can't do both. Okay. So let me go back. I want to do my board. I rather have the board. Yeah, it won't let me do my effects the way I want to do them. So I'll just do my traditional effects. We got a little bit of things going on. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming in and just hanging out for a minute. Idea Barista, how was your night? How was your New Year's? I didn't ask, friend. I was multitasking. How was your New Year's? Did you have a good New Year's? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you had a good New Year celebration. Were you out and about? Were you in the streets? It was cold yesterday too, wasn't it? It was cold here in Florida, so I'm assuming y'all had some not so great weather. I'm assuming y'all weather wasn't great. If our weather wasn't great, y'all weather wasn't great. So, Happy New Year. Happy New Year from Kenya. It was good. Kind of forgot it was New Year's. Took my bus home, then started working on my cohort. There you go, friend. You know, it was fridge. No. I it was so funny because I told my husband I was gonna come down at 11. I got caught up on Coach Jesse's live and didn't get down there until like 11:15ish. And I said, I'll come down, I'm gonna spend time with you and my son. He had put our son to bed. He said he fell asleep on the sofa, so we put him to bed. So I was kind of bummed about that. And then we were sitting there chatting and stuff, and all of a sudden we heard like the fireworks outside. And I looked at the clock. He said, "Oh, it's the new year." I was like, "Oh." We had some champagne in our hands and we toasted and kissed. And so it was cute, but we both did not do a countdown. Neither one of us did. We were sitting there chatting and talking and stuff, so we totally missed the countdown part. But it was nice. It was nice. So we spent time together. It was just him and I, because my daughter went back to school. My son had to work, the one who's here. My nephew was gone with his friend. My other son comes back to the house. He'll be back today, actually. Today or tomorrow, one of them. Funny, I didn't hear any fireworks. That's first. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, you are totally zoned out. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the compliments, everybody. Thank you for being here. So hubby got the flowers. He got the flowers and the balloons in a cupcake to celebrate. Because I told him, I said, hey, I need stuff for my first year anniversary. He's like, okay. So he went out and got me some stuff. So that's what he got me. So I'm going to post content. I'm trying to post some content. I'm going to do one of those like photo carousels where I take a few pictures and put things I've learned. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And so this is for 1 year. You all 1 year of doing this. So today's live, we're going to talk about some lessons learned. Ask me questions. I'm happy to answer questions. And we're about to go live on TikTok. So I appreciate you all being here. Good morning, TikTok. TikTok, I am live. Thank you so much for being here. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. TikTok, we are going to talk about monetizing, growing our community, going live, but also lessons learned in this 1 year, celebrating 1 year liveversary. eNurse Hub, how you doing? Elle, I think you came in as well. Thank you so much for being here, friends. We are officially live. Thank you so much for coming in. You know, as you guys can tell, I got my balloon in the background, my roses here, and I got a cupcake for us as well. I'm setting up my other screen over here. So we're going live. This is my 1 year. Running is a blessing. How are you, friend? We celebrate 1 year. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy 1 year anniversary. So proud of you. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate you. So we're here going live. As you can tell, got my cupcake. Going live. Thank you so much for liking it live. We're celebrating 1 year of going live. So your girl I gotta share out my live so people know I'm here. And those who are new, Ben, thank you so much for coming in. Those who are joining me for the first time, we are celebrating. We got a lot of stuff to celebrate. There are so many things on this list. And so we're going to talk about it. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm sending out my message to share out my live. Um, Thank you all who are coming in. Let's see. It's coming up, bunching up my words. Thank you all who came in. Appreciate you all joining me. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Sultry Nana, how you doing? I had to go back through my sugar rush. Congratulations. Hello, Sugar Rush. Look at Sugar Rush. Reddit is a blessing. You brought in Sugar Rush. Nika Grace, how you doing? Y'all so sweet. Coming in. Yellow, thank you so much. We are shining bright today, friend. This is 1 year of going live. Oh, the petty esthetician, how you doing, friend? Some sugar, y'all so sweet. Come on in. Happy 1 year. Happy 1 year. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda. Michelle, how you doing? Oh, Dr. Michelle, thank you all for coming in. Holla cute. Thank you for the sunflowers. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that, Jean. How you doing? Yes, celebrate one. Allie, look at you guys coming on in. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate everybody joining me. Feel free to share out the live. Let me know. I always say, let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have questions. Appreciate you. Congratulations. Well, first of all, Happy New Year. Sugar Rush, sugar that you sent in a rose. Thank you so much, Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush is another one of my sisters, okay? So Sugar Rush and Running is a Blessing. My sisters coming in, they've been hearing about this on the other side. Good morning, good morning. They've been hearing about this go live, and I've delayed some of our delayed some of our travel activities when we were traveling over spring break because I had to go live. So I appreciate y'all being here. Let me see. Hey, Coach, I got to wear my shades for yellow. Loving it. Oh, look. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. I did not say that. Look at you, friend. Appreciate you. I did not say that. Happy New Year, everybody. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the populace. Look at you. Hallelujah, 22. Look at you, friend. Congratulations. Thank you for that level up ship. I appreciate you, friend. You are leveling up too. Thank you so much. Why do I blow for real? Y'all don't even blow the thing out all the time. I'm the only one I think I do that who does that. Hey friend, thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Appreciate this love and the support, the populars. So what I was going to do for this live, because I'm going to post some content about this too. I'm just going to talk about some lessons learned over the last year. We're going to talk about things that we're doing in this upcoming year. The gift feels serious. It does feel serious. It's like you got to blow it for real. It does. It is. I think it's a party time. It's party time. Yes. Because you know what? If you don't blow, it won't go out. So it's for whatever reason, AI is looking at everything you do. So it is catching it. Hey, how you doing, Per Mom Bookshops? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, friend. Per Mom, you are doing your thing. I need to get over there. I meant to stop by yesterday while you were on for New Year's Eve. So, and let me say this, y'all. A lot of y'all, oh my gosh, we're going to be clocking it in January. January, if you guys look at the campaign, why does the campaign say I'm number 14, y'all? What in the world? I'm telling y'all. Thank you so much, Sugar Rush. I'm telling y'all, look at you, brothers. Blessing. Thank you so much for the rose. This is your first time gifting as well. Look at y'all. Y'all so sweet. Fireworks. Thank you so much, Nika. But what I'm saying is, but for our legendary January campaign, you guys are like literally going live, like 24 hours. Like it's crazy. So we got some people already there ranking up. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. I'm appreciate everybody coming. How you doing, Nafis? I see you all. How you doing? It was RC. Thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you everybody coming through. So we're gonna talk. I'm celebrating 1 year of my live versary. Who was in the room? Nikki with 2K. She said it yesterday in the chat. I said I'm stealing that. I'm just letting you know I'm stealing that. So it is my live versary, and 1 year of doing this. 1 year of going live almost every day, practically every day. And it's been fun. It's been a great experience. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I've gained a lot in my life, my community, and just me overall. So I have concerns about 24/7 lives. I know. I do too. I do too. But no, I know in all fairness, they're not going 24/7. But there are people who are doing voice lives. There are people who are doing voice lives, and my faith for Journey, she was doing a marathon for the new year. So she started. Technically, she said she started at 11 o'clock because she said she went live on Voice Live and then she switched over to her regular live, and then now she's back switched to Voice Live again. So she did kind of switcheroo between the two things. So when you think about it, the Voice Live gives you a little bit of freedom to not be face forward. People looking for your content and going to stop coming and they keep popping in on a voice. Yeah, yeah. I've told you guys you got to think about the voice live as an augment to your live stream if you're trying to do it with intentionality. Like, what's your point of what's your goal for doing it? Is it to engage your audience? Are you sharing content? But if you're talking about growth, it really doesn't push you out. So that's the one thing you have to think about. It's not going to push you out as much. Um, did you get the flash goal? Not yet. TikTok has been known to give me the flash goal like within the first few minutes, but I haven't gotten it yet. Actually, yesterday it gave me like an hour and a half. I got the flash goal. It was really weird. So I got it really late last time. But we'll see. TikTok will procure live anniversary if you're not careful. What you mean? What you mean? Like that's gonna be their new term, live anniversary? They gonna steal it from me, from my stealing from Nikki with 2Ks. TikTok's like, oh, that's our term now. You said patent it. I didn't already stole it. I can't patent it. I didn't already borrowed it. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for the gifts. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Look at you guys. Thank you for the support. So I was gonna share some things, but first of all, how was you guys' New Year's? How was your New Year's? I was telling my YT family. Thank you so much. I was telling the YT family. I was like, well, wait a minute. I was on these TikTok streets for quite some time. I stopped in on a few lives, popped in and supported. I was a guest speaker. I was a guest speaker for my Faith for Journey, as well as for um, the battles I attended for you all too. You guys were battling your tails off too. Battles as well as for Coach Jesse at the end. And so had a good time bouncing around. Got to about 11:15. I popped in on Coach Jesse's at the end, and I said 11 o'clock I was getting off the streets so I can spend some time with my husband and my son. Well, I what is that? That's cute. What is that? Oh, what was that? Congratulations, Dr. Michelle. Um, Oh, you said I'm blowing the flavors, the favors. Thank you so much. That was super cute. What was that called? A confetti bear. That was cute. I spent a couple hours with Mr. Treetop. Did you really? That's right. I spent time with Sultry Nana. I was on Sultry Nana. I was bouncing around, y'all. Sultry Nana. Went to the battles for Janine and Coach Chantel. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate y'all. And so I was bouncing around quite a bit. And how you doing, Mika? And I got to last one I was going to see was uh, Coach Jesse, and Coach Jesse gets to talking, telling her stories. And I looked at the clock, and she said, "I'm not gonna be past 11 because 10 o'clock her time." Thank you so much for the level of cake. Congratulations, friend. Oh, what is that? Look at there. That was cute. That was a mystery box. Oh, thank you for that. That was cute. It had a little cupcake on my head. Thank you for that. Thank you, Coach Rhonda. And I was trying to come to you, Coach Rhonda, because I saw you as well. Look at you, Sugar Rush. You're so sweet. Thank you for that. Oh, Black Lotus. Black Lotus, did you get my message? We meeting tomorrow. Black Lotus. Don't stand me up. so, um, so yeah. So when I went there, she was getting to talking. She's like, "I'm gonna get you off at 10 because I gotta do my dress change." I was like, "Okay, that's good because that's 11 my time." It was 10:15. What do I do? Shake my head. Did it do it? It didn't do it, y'all. The party block. Did it blossom? I don't think it did. Oh, the flash code just came in. Let's see. Roses. TikTok is being nice. TikTok, you see roses? You see my roses? I got roses. Flash code just came in. You guys are sweet. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Look at Sugar Rush and some sugar. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody, coming in. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you for supporting this here flash goal that TikTok put out there. Is one per person, one per person. I appreciate you all. Only got it. Would you say what happened now? Let's see. I missed it. Only got on because I realized I had leveled up and didn't know pressure. Ooh, you leveled up, did you really? Oh my gosh, look at you, Coach Rhonda. You are doing it, friend. 23 as well. Gosh. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. I was under the weather. I didn't do much at all, Jean. You didn't? It's okay. This is a new year. This is a fresh start, friend. Afterlife Apparel, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So I was going to talk about my journey. So I got on the live really quickly. Thank you, Sugar Rush. Thank you for that, friend. Um, got on the live and realized that I was with her and I said my husband texted me. He's like, "Hey, you coming down?" So I came down. It was 11:15. I was trying to spend like the whole hour or so for New Year's, and he had already put our son to bed. The baby had fell asleep. He wasn't gonna last long. He's never last long after about 10:30. He's done. So he fell asleep. He put him to bed, and it was just him and I. We had some champagne, and we were sitting there chatting and talking. And we do a lot of talking lately about goals for the year and stuff like that. And he got to talking. Thank you so much, friend. He got to talking. Next thing we heard, boom, 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 boom. He looked. We both looked at the clock. He said, "It's New Year's." We forgot the countdown, y'all. We didn't do nothing. We totally missed the countdown and looked, and it was New Year's, and we toast and kissed, and that was like, hey, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Luna. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody in the room. So we had yeah, it sounds sweet. It was, but you realize it was like things have been moving so quickly. So, but we had a good time. We had a good time with each other. I woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning, missed everything. You missed it all too. Happy New Year. Miss Elaine, how you doing, friend? Coming in. Thank you all for coming in. So yes, so hopefully you guys had a great New Year's. I was going to talk about the campaign a little bit. We do have a flash goal going on. If you came in, is two more roses to achieve that flash goal, one per person. We celebrate New Year at sunset. Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that. You did say that. So she says when the sun set, that's the new year. I was like, I love that. My husband was like, the new year technically ain't until like April because of the calendar and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we celebrating it today. But yeah, so thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the fireworks. Happy New Year, everyone. I appreciate you all coming through. And we hit that flash goal. Thank you so much for the support. So I was going to recap. So, really quickly, let me talk about the things that happened. So, January 1st launched a couple things for the agency. So, if you're in the agency and if you're interested in the agency, let me know. I don't have the board that talks about the agency up there, but I am a Creator Network owner, manager, and I support creators going live. So, I'm going to talk about that in my journey conversation. But we had a couple things that happened on January 1st. Thank you so much. I got the messages out to you all. There was an email in a school platform, a school message that went out that we launched our legendary January campaign for the month. You said, when do I think I should reapply? You applied, it hasn't been 7 days, so now let's wait. Maybe let's look at the dates that you applied before because that has to cycle out. But I actually do need to talk because currently I can't accept you based on the notices in there. You're not eligible for me to accept. So we need to find out what Thank you so much. Look at you sending roses running with a blessing. Thank you so much for the rose, friend. Fabulous. Thank you so much, everybody who came in. Thank you for the daily heart me nurse. I appreciate you, friend. Um, so I can't accept you because the message that's in there saying it says you're not allowed. So what I suspect and what you told me is that you got to cycle out from whatever time frame you left that other agency. So but currently you're not eligible for me to accept. So we got to let that cycle out. Um, why don't you send me a message? Send me a message and then we'll talk offline so I don't, so I can do some research too. October and pumpkins are still in the gallery. Are they really? Really? TikTok, really? November gone though. The November was in it too. Okay, you're welcome. Um, I'm trying to do the viewer wishes campaign, but they never showed up on my screen. You never see the viewer wishes box. You can't click it at all. You don't have viewer wishes. Is that what you're saying? It's under the interact or three dots. When you go live, you have to hit the three dots, and it's at the top of the screen when you click those three dots. Set them every time and I go live, and they're not there. So go back to the three dots and see if you can set it once you're in the live. I think that's what you're telling me. Like, are you able to do it? You're saying you do it before, but come in the live and see if you can do it. You can set it also in the live. Happy New Year's, friends. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you all. So yeah, so we started the Legendary January campaign. That campaign is for us to go live every day. That's part of the metrics, the points that you can achieve by going live and racking points per minute, up to 6 points per minute. 6 points per minute that you can get for your live and get on the leaderboard. You also get points for the diamonds you receive. You also get points for the diamonds that you receive when you do a match. So diamonds you receive, you get double points. Matches, you get 6 points for the diamonds for the matches. And then if you do a match, you get 260 points. You see all the 26s and 6s I'm using. But with that, really want you guys to grow. Now the goal is not for you to become, you know, your room is booming with folks and all the other stuff. That's not necessarily what's going to happen at the end of January. It could. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that was my story. But at the end of the day, it is about you becoming more comfortable and confident in delivering your message, talking to your audience, connecting with them, engaging with them. And so that's the most important part of this. So I want you to have that practice. I want you to feel confident and comfortable at the end of these 30 days. And I want you to pay attention to the growth that happened. The growth that you got from it. And so that's the goal. The goal is for you to go into this new year doing something radically different, something you've never done before, and come on the other side of it feeling confident, feeling better, feeling at ease that you were able to achieve that. Okay. And then ideally you keep going. You keep going. Okay. So great seeing everyone alive last night. Yes, thank you so much, Luna. It was fun. Thank you so much. Coach Chantel, thank you for the fireworks. I see your friend. Thank y'all for the stickers. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the support. That's what this is about. And so on the other side of this is about building and growing your community. Okay? And let me be honest with you. You said I set them every time. Okay, I just went back up. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. You said it doesn't work either. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Okay, let me, Nico, next time you go live, maybe I can pop in and we can kind of troubleshoot together, see if there is something else that could be done. It may just be a glitch. That's all I can say. It could just be a glitch. Hello, how you doing, the crafty Gen Xer? How you doing, friend? Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody coming through. I saw you, Tiny Stiletto. Appreciate you as well. So yeah, what I will say is, so finish participate in the campaign. Make sure you are being very intentional about showing up. The voice chat is a way to do a live. I'm not saying that you can't use that. You absolutely can. Just recognize that there is some pros and cons to it, and just know that that is not a growth strategy. It is definitely a live strategy to get a live documented, to go live with the voice chat on, and then you can engage your audience. You can do a podcast. HollyQ does a podcast, which is great. You can do affirmations. You can do ebooks. You can talk. You can talk to your audience and get engaged with them. A lot of people play music. A lot of people play music. So just know you're doing it as you got to think about your strategy. Can we talk later today? Let's talk in the inbox. I do have meetings after this, Jean. So let's talk. I could do voice memos with you. So let's chat that way. Okay? And that way we can kind of catch up and chat that way for you to get any questions that you need answered. I'm good. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, friend. Okay, perfect. Because I do have a couple meetings that I have to do today. Um, so definitely make sure you do the campaign. Make sure you go live. If you, I don't believe you have to sign up. However, I do want you to click the campaign option. So if you're in an agency, you have no clue what I'm talking about. It went so fast. Thank you, Janine. What was that? You leveled up too, friend. Congratulations. Um, Look at you. You didn't change your photo. Look at you. Level 24. Congratulations. You leveled up just then. I love the new profile picture and the new name. New year, new name. Awesome. That's cool. So this is the launch. Congratulations, friend. She changed to Janine, the Christian finance coach. Okay? So she's no longer just budgeting, she's finance, okay? So respect the upgrade, okay? I'm so proud of you, friend. I love that. She said, no, y'all just not gonna talk about budgets. We're gonna talk about whole finances, all of it. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. So nice. I wish you a happy new year. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Happy new year to you as well. Happy new year to everybody. So congratulations, Janine, on the level up and the upgrade of the name too. So respect. Yes. How you doing, Dr. Nicole? I saw you as well. I saw your message. So we're good for tomorrow at 2. Yep. So campaign, if you didn't sign up, is Coach Janine a Gemini? I don't know. What do you mean? Like a zodiac sign? Did you mean that? Like a zodiac sign? I don't know, Halleck. You. What's your sign, Coach Janine? I'm not sure. I think are you your intuitiveness is feeling something, feeling some energy. Like you see, laugh out loud. I'm so hyped. I just wanted to fly into people's room. Like, hey, you're almost there. You're almost there. You are gonna be flying in, friend, real soon. Just saying. Um, So yes, yes, awesome. All right, friend. Thank you so much, Charlene. Thank you for coming back. All right, so Unwritten Unstoppable, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here as well. Okay, so I want to talk about that. So campaign is out. Sign up if you haven't done it. I love the way she communicates. It's flexible and creative with how she names and rebrands. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. She did a great job. She did an absolutely great job. And so very thoughtful about it too. So she's like rebranding with intentionality. And she's also expanding her audience too and doing a little bit of transformation there when it comes to who she's ultimately trying to connect with. So a lot of that's just brilliant. So yes, she said, no, I'm an Aries. She's an Aries. Oh, you're an Aries. I love it. I love it. My son's an Aries. So he's Aries. Um, yes. So if you guys look at her bio, she's upgraded her bio or transformed her bio, and so she says helping healthcare moms. Remember we talked. She's talking about a new target audience, helping healthcare moms find peace with money through simple God-centered systems. And then she has her lifetime in there too, budget, saving, and debt. And so, Janine, let me know. I'm happy to have you chat a little bit if you want to talk about it. But ultimately, she said, you know what? My profession has been in healthcare for quite some time. And so I recognize that that's an audience I really should, connect with because I have expertise there. I understand their struggles. And so, and I understand that a lot of them don't think about their holistic finance in the same way that they could for growth potential, potentially because they're in a field that there is some income that they can leverage and they need to just know about how to save and how to invest correctly. So I just thought that was a really great strategy for her too. Taking action, fearlessness, absolutely, absolutely. Yep. So that is what she's doing. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you so much. Soft Life CEO, thank you so much for being in here. I can come up. She can come up. Let me have you come up, friend. Let's see. Hello, Show Up 22. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, friend.
Hi
Huh?
guys.
Huh?
Sorry, I got the music in the background.
That's okay.
um, what I was about to say, I'm trying to think. I was saying it to my community so long. Like I want to do the rebrand, but one of the things that I had learned, just in the last year in 2025, the target audience that I was specifically going for when I first started, how can I say it, is I want to say how like my business coach said it. May not be able to like afford like my coaching packages.
Okay.
So that's why I had to like switch. And what I realized is I kind of was targeting. I needed to build something that was really more of on the nonprofit side, and that's why I pretty much switched to healthcare because I've been in healthcare so long, and that is still a niche that I know very well. And I don't want people to think like, oh, she only helps healthcare moms. Is like, no, I'll help, other people, but the programs will be specialized for the people in healthcare. So,
Okay. Okay. Well, no, I think it is a great strategy. Obviously, you're leveraging your knowledge base and experience in that field, coupled with your expertise in finance, and then depending on how you and I know from our conversation how you um, can still kind of do that outreach to that target audience that you want to connect with healthcare moms. You still have an resources and information available for other people who want your information. And so it's just a matter of how you are, sharing all the things that you do, but recognizing that there is an overall package and service that you want to offer to healthcare moms.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
all
Yep.
right.
So,
Well, good. Congratulations. You're starting the new year off right.
yeah,
We're gonna get
see,
used
y'all
to
see
this
me.
new this
And
new
listen, I
photo.
leveled up too, y'all. Listen, it took me forever, but I'm like, I know, for people that's leveled up, I'm like, I leveled up to C4 last night too from the battle. So I'm like, wow, we started over.
Yes. Yes. It's a new year, new beginnings. New beginnings.
Yes. Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate your friend.
Okay.
Bye bye. Yeah, so thank you all who came into the room. I see some of the new faces in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a space where you can come, learn, grow. We talk all things live streaming. So feel free to ask questions. If all this here seems too foreign for you, feel free to ask questions. We're a safe space for people new to the app and kind of learning and trying to learn and grow. And then, transform yourself like Janine. She said, look here, I started off one way, now I'm pivoting. He said, love the roses. Yes. So yeah, hubby. So I told him, I said, this is my 1 year anniversary. There's some things we got to do. So got some roses. Got my little congrats balloon. Got my little cupcakes. Got me cupcakes for me and the little guy downstairs. He got some cupcakes too. So yeah, so we celebrating. I was gonna do content. I'm gonna do some content. So I took Charlene. Are you in the room still? I took Charlene's advice. She said you gotta get cupcakes, so I gave him a little list of things I needed. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna do some content for it. We'll see. The ability to pivot is critical. It is. You have to. You gotta think strategically here. This is not just something where you do one thing. You can be multifaceted, multidimensional. You can pivot if needed as well. So definitely content. Yes, the content. Oh, happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you so much. So 1 year, 1 year. So when we talk about, thank you, Miss Kayla. Thank you, friend. So when we talk about the 1 year, some lessons learned, I'll talk about that as well. Hey Jake, how you doing? How you doing? Celebrations are sacred, involve candies too. You're so sweet. I love it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Piles. Piles is over there on the YT for me. We are celebrating 2026. You're welcome. Thank you, friend. 2026 has been 2025 has been a great year of learning. So, okay, so I said January 1st marks a couple things. So we talked about our campaign that launched within the agency. I also sent an email. I'm going to send a school message too. That's the one thing I didn't circle back to do. But I did send an email to everybody in the agency, everybody I got emails for. And so what I will say is we have launched the registration for the retreat. So in June, we're doing a retreat here in Orlando. If you are looking to participate, the registration is open now until February 15th. We'll do an evaluation of how many people have signed up. What does it look like for us to continue moving forward? We green-lighted it, so we're gonna do it regardless. But the goal is for us to have a nice, um, you know, a nice amount of people, community coming through and supporting, and it should be fun. It should be community building. It should be spirit enriching. Sometimes you just need stuff to be in community and feed your spirit, and just let you know that you're heading in the right direction, and people around you are affirming that and in your ear saying positive messages. If there's somebody in your ear that is dragging you down and not saying that you can't do this, then you don't need that person in your life this year. I'm just going to say that right now. You need to reevaluate what you're doing and what they're doing. Okay, where your presence is at that time. That's not where you need to be. Okay, I'm here listening and eating. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Jean. And so just think about that critically. It was so Janine, it was so cute when we were in your battle. Your son popped in, and he was like, "Oh, you got people in this room." It was so cute. And he sent his mama some gifts. He asked his mama to pick him up though at 10:30. But it was so sweet. But you need people in there, and people who are championing you, people who are celebrating you, people who are encouraging you. And so if you got people in your life that are dragging you down, people who are making you feel like you shouldn't be doing this, or you can't do this, this is not for you, then that's not the person you need around you. Yes, ma'am, removing naysayers from my equation. Absolutely. Absolutely. You need positive energy. You got to stay focused. And positive energy, even on this app. I'm saying that because you got people who are here. Um, okay, so my husband sent me a message. I was trying to make sure I understood it. I'll respond back in a little bit. Um, Coach needs one more rose. Reach. Oh, I need one. My goal, my roses. I think I got the. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, you said for the blower. Thank you so much. Did you see him, Doc? He be thinking I'm lying about my room. I know. They need to see that though. Those kids need to see that from their parents, their mom, and just recognize that, you know what? Yeah, we can be here. We can be on this app. We can do this. And y'all can do it too. Okay? You can do anything you set your mind to. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so it was just so cute. He was like, oh, yeah, you lie for real. Like, yeah, she lied. And so just know as you're engaging on this app, what the inputs, the things that people are saying and pouring into you matter. It absolutely matters. And if people are going to be a drain, if people are going to take, if people are going to just be consumers and not not supporting you in any way, then you just gotta recognize that, that's not what I need. That's not what I need to hear. So anyway, the retreat is supposed to be uplifting. We are in community. We are there supporting. If you are of that mind, thank you so much, friend. Happy New Year. If you are of that mindset and you are ready for some encouragement, maybe mid-year because it's going to be in June, then sign up. Okay. If you are still trying to evaluate if you should attend or if this is for you, ask me questions. Come to me and ask questions. I'm totally fine with answering questions about it. We probably will, Nika asked the question yesterday. She's like, well, what if new people join the agency? I probably will have to have a hard registration stop by April 1st. When I really think about the timeline and just preparation, there's materials we got to order and things we got to make sure is solidified when it comes to head count. So we probably will have to have a hard stop by April. And so if somebody comes in between that time, we might open up the registration for them. But for the most part, we want to try to make sure we can start planning accordingly by that February 15th date. That'll give us ample time to make sure everything is solidified. And I'm a planner in general. I've done hundreds of events through my previous career and stuff, and having to plan every little detail, conferences, fairs, all these different things I've had to do with myself and with my team. And so just recognizing that you do want to make sure that you have enough lead time to make sure everything's done correctly. And we'll see what happens, but it is open. You guys are welcome to apply. Let me know if there's any questions. I'm back. Just want to support Leanne. Oh, look at you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. I'm so excited. I did the registration form today. Did you really? Love it. Love it. Apostle Adrian, how are you, friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year, Mr. Treetop. Happy New Year, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. So just know that registration is open. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna have a good time. And like I said, in my email, if you have support, or you want to support the event, you want to be a part of the planning, you want to be a part of the itinerary, all the things, let me know. We're going to be trying to coordinate that too. That's why I was trying to figure out, okay, registration has to happen first so we know who's coming, and then we can start really planning in the month of March and April, with the thinking that we'll have some lead time, because after that, we're just in the month of May. An event happens early June, the first weekend in June. So we really got to have things solidified as early as possible. So definitely take a look at it. Let me know if you want to attend and participate. Okay, so I appreciate you all. Thank you all who are coming in. We got some new friends in the room. Thank you so much for joining the live. Hello. And if you are new to, make sure, you know what, friend, Darlene, Chris, make sure that you put some words behind once you message people. That's called drag tagging, and TikTok will block and filter you out. And also, it's problematic for the room. So you always got to put some words behind whenever you message somebody with the at symbol. Okay. So like hello, good morning, happy new year, those type of words. So let me know. Thank you, Charlene, for the stickers as well. Let's see. Uh, let's see, friend. All right. So with that, the other thing, did you get your cupcake? I did. I did. I got the cupcake. I got the cupcake. I appreciate you all. I got the cupcake. Charlene put the bug in my ear. She put the bug in my ear. She said, "You need a cupcake." I didn't do the video yet. I didn't do content yet, but I am going to do some content. I took some pictures. I had my husband take some pictures because he had to get my items from me, and so I had my husband take some pictures, and so yeah, so we're gonna get a few pictures. I'm gonna post some content. I was gonna do the content that you do the carousel video pictures, carousel, excuse me, carousel with the captions that speak about your journey. So that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do that type of content. Yeah, so I was gonna put it in as a video post, post on my page. Thank you so much. Appreciate the balloons. Hey, how you doing, Sarah? I saw you coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Um, so yes, roses are pretty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, he did go. So, thank thank you. So 1 year. Let's talk about the 1 year. So this is kind of what I was going to put in the content as well, because many of you know in the room, and if you don't know, so fun. Thank you, Frank. Congratulations. 1 year of doing this every day. So many of you know my backstory, where I said I started off with my Faceless account. So my shop page, every time I show you my shop page, just know there are videos behind that page, and that page was rebranded. Okay? So just know behind that page was really my origin story. So when you think about that page, has about 40 videos, 40 pages of content, 40 content clips that is private now. Private post that is nothing to do with shop. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'm like, appreciate you. So there's like 40 videos or so that is private that you don't see. That's really my origin story. Thank you so much, Adrian. And so when I private that account, I did that back in May. So I'll tell you how that all evolved. But essentially, I started this as a faceless account. And so I was a person. And so when I talk about being nervous, afraid, shy, scared, trying to figure out this app, being that person like, I don't know if I want to be on social media like that. I don't know if I want to have my image out there. Like what does my image mean to be on this account? You know, all those things you kind of that narrative you tell yourself like, this isn't for me. I don't know what this looks like. And then obviously, honestly, I was a person who was a little apprehensive about social media. Okay. And part of that was because of, I tell you guys the inputs, people in your ear, like, oh, you shouldn't go on there faceless. Always the ones with flawless faces, scars. You know what? How cute. I received that. Okay. But you know, we all have that thing about, I don't know if not that I didn't think I, you know, it's not necessarily an image thing, but it was more not a looks thing, but it was more like my image. I think that's what it was. Like, oh, do I belong here? Like, is this for me? And I what I was still struggling with is, please receive it. You said receive it. Care it. And so it was really a combination of things. It was like, okay, let me protect my image. Let me protect, should I be on social media? Because at the time, I was still in corporate. I had just transitioned from my higher ed leadership role. And so all that was playing into, you know, is this a kids app? Should I be here? What's going on here? Let me evaluate, let me assess. Like, is this for me? It was kind of that type of thing too. And maybe this is not for me to be on here doing these little posts and stuff like that. All that was tied into what I was thinking in my mindset. And I had inputs where people were saying things like that. You know, your kids, oh, you don't want to be on TikTok. TikTok ain't for you. It's not for you. Exactly. Protecting my job to a certain extent, although that can kind of, in my mind, that was kind of like a non-factor for at one point. At some point in the journey, I was like, you know what? I'm good. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna worry about them. I got to that point like, I'm not gonna worry about them because they're not gonna control what I do in my personal life. So it got to that where I was like, you know what, whatever, y'all. I feel this so hard. I was making up fake names at first too, looking at how far you've led us. Oh, that's sweet. Yep, heard that. Yep. And so, and then I had some older, look at you, look at, my God, thank you so much, Ray. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Um, then I had some older friends, and we'll talk about people you have to kind of, you know, um, remove, get out of your life because they're taking up space in not a healthy way. So I've had that experience as well. But what I had was people were saying, you know, oh, be careful about social media, be careful about your presence, all these things where, and it may be kind of generational too, where you kind of have this protective barrier up about being here and what does it look like to engage here because people are telling you you got to be careful for this and do that. And I was nervous about it. Again, that includes your own family bloodline and no bloodline or no. They're the first ones. That's true. That is true. When was the moment when you went all in on TikTok? January 1st. January 1st. January 1st. I would have to say. That was the turning point. When I said I was going to do this for the 30 days. It really is. That's why I say this is my 1 year anniversary because you figure I was on the app before this. I was on the app. I had done a few lives because you have to get the live access and stuff. So I had done some lives, but it really was this January 1st. This date to me marks my beginning of the new me, the person that's showing up in a new way, showing up consistently, showing up without fear, a little bit of fear, but not a lot of fear. That's this person. How long did you how long were you on the app before you decided to go all in? So my shop page, that was my original account. What date did I look that up, y'all? I think it was like September. Why does September 12th pop in my head? Somewhere along in there. September 12th is when I did the first post on that page. It was like September 12th, 2024. So 2024, September. Okay. And so that was that account. And what I was doing was like posting two to three times a day. It wasn't, so when I say I got up to 40 posts, um, that I had to private, it was because I had done, I was trying to do two or three in the first month, and then I fell off, and then I started this account in November. And then my official, according to the stats for this account, my official first go live date is December 8th of 2025 was the first time I gone live on this account. So December, I decided to start going live on this account. So between September and probably November, so those 2 months, I was on the other account pretty regularly, posting, engaging with other content, going to other rooms, doing the grow rooms, doing all that stuff. And I was also, I had gone live on that account faceless. I did faceless because all I did was read a devotional book because that account was based on, um, it was faceless, but I was sending affirmation messages, affirmations, manifestation, those type of messages to help with positive mindset. And so that's what that page was built on, just helping people think in a more positive mindset. And really what it was for me because I felt like I was struggling at the time when I started that account just being so. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Welcome to the room, and welcome to anybody else I might have missed. Thank you for being here. Just struggling at the time with just feeling like everything I was doing for everybody else, and I wasn't doing anything for myself. And I was like, I need to switch my mindset. I need to be positive. I need to think about all the different possibilities out there. And so that page was for me. And what started off in this process was I would take pictures from my vacation, from my camera roll. You know how when you go on vacation, you're like looking at the ocean, looking at the sunset, looking at all this, and you take pictures. I'm one of those people that take pictures like that. Always have on my vacation. If you look at my vacation photos, it's always these pictures where I'll look out and I was like, ooh, let me capture that. And I would just take pictures. So I had all these different pictures in my camera roll. So I would use that, pictures or videos, and I would use those to put a message on top of. And that was kind of where that's how vacation is for me. Hey, Stronger, how you doing, friend? That's how vacation is for me. It's like this escape, this moment where you feel relaxed, you can exhale, you can finally breathe, you don't have to worry about all the stuff of the realities of the world. And so that's when I was able to be in that type of experience and mindset. So I would take these pictures. I would do this and do videos and stuff. So I had a whole lot of stuff over the years in my camera. So I would just use that for content. And then my husband would go for walks. And I was telling him what I was doing, and he was very much supportive about it. And he would send me pictures of his walks, and he would just send me his stuff, and I would use his pictures and stuff, and put captions on it. So that became kind of our little thing where I was like, hey, I gotta do my post today. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna send you a picture when I do my walk. And so we would do stuff like that. And so he was so supporting it as well. And that was my first couple months really on the app. That was how I was engaging. And I was going to the rooms and I was hearing different conversations. I was learning about some of the different resources. I would go to live streams and people would talk about their digital course and all the things that they had to offer. And I was listening and learning. I'm a learner by nature, so I like learning new things. So I was learning from them and trying to get a sense of, okay, I was learning about the live process. I was taking stuff in and trying to understand what was happening here. And then I was learning about different products too. And I got the UBC course because it was about branding. And I knew my background, I have an MBA, so I knew enough about marketing and branding, but I didn't know about digital marketing as much in the sense of how you take that information and apply it here and what are some of the nuances. So that course was really helpful with teaching me all the different facets of digital marketing, but also thinking about it in the context of your brand and just recognizing you needed a brand identity. And so thank you so much for the roses. So when I made the decision, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm okay with being face forward because all these other people are face forward and they're talking about this and they're engaging their audience. And I said, well, maybe I do need a brand. And why can't I just be my authentic self? And so I was like, okay, I know my professional identity. Everybody, from my career, I'm Dr. Lisa. I've been Dr. Lisa for, I got my doctorate in 2014. So been Dr. Lisa for a minute. I was like, okay, that's the person I'm going to be here. And so And so that's essentially how that happened, where I just took my professional identity and brought it here to a certain extent, and then created that account in November, and just started doing content based on branding, digital marketing, understanding how you can make these transitions. You can create passive income, and that was pretty much how it started. And then I got to the point where I was like, I heard in rooms where people were like, oh, I'm nervous about going live and all this other stuff. And then the one lady who said she had gone live for 30 days, that happened in December. And I was like, but wait a minute, I could do that. I could do that. And that's essentially what happened. I started January and I said, I'm going to go live for 30 days. I told my husband. He was like, okay, you sure? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right. So he's like, if that's what you want to do. So, in those 30 days, it was challenging because I didn't have what you guys have where there's someone who's telling you what to do and telling you the different tips and all this stuff. I was learning as I was going. How long was each live? Early on, each live, the very first couple lives were like 30 minutes. So when I think about week one was like 30 minutes each live I did. And this was before Scale Live Rewards rolled out. So I was just doing 30 minutes as like, okay, I know you got to do 30 minutes to get live access and they want to get you to grow more. So I kind of knew enough about it to say, okay, I need to at least go 30 minutes. So that first week I was going like 30 minutes. By the end of that first week, I had gotten up to like 40 minutes, and then I think I was transitioning to that second week where I was going at least an hour. Okay, so within anywhere between 7 and 10 days, I had gotten to the point where I was going an hour each time. And within that first 7 to 10 days, I had first couple of days was like really nobody in the room. It was just me talking. And then he said, Halaki, do you all see how Doc created the channel and mentor that she needed herself and how we found her? He's so sweet. No, and that's what I talk about. I said I want to be the person that wasn't there for me. I want to be the person that I wish I had. Because the people who are out there, that and you guys, you probably even do it still. You kind of go to this room and you get a little bit of over here, and then you go to this room and you get a little bit over here. So it was like little bit of hodgepodge pieces I was getting, and to a certain extent, there was still gatekeeping that was happening. And so I realized I was like, okay, well, I need to kind of figure this out on my own. But at the same time, I heard somebody say this. Let me look into that. Oh, I heard somebody say this. Oh, let me research that. So powerful. We all better bless off. You're so sweet. Right, gatekeepers. Yeah, yeah. There's some gatekeeping. There's a lot of gatekeeping out there. And then that was the one thing I realized early on, especially, and I get it now, being on the other side. I can understand kind of the logic. I don't agree with it, but I understand the logic. You had people who were talking about the app and engagement, but wasn't really encouraging people to to go live and do what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? So you could talk about, hey guys, did you guys hear about the new feature and here's what's going on? Oh, here's what you want to do with your content. And they were kind of giving that information, a whole lot of content stuff. Don't get me wrong, we need the content. Content is important. But then when it came to the live experience, I was like, hello friend, happy new year. Happy New Year, you're welcome. Um, when it came to the live experience, it's like they're not really talking about the live experience. They're not talking about how to go live. They're not encouraging people to go live. And I was like, well, that's what I need to do. I need to encourage people. And like I said, I had already heard people were nervous and scared about going live. I had already heard it and seen it. And I was like, oh, well, let me walk you through my process. I'm going live. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to encourage the people to go live. I want us all to be prosperous. Exactly. Exactly. It's no reason to gatekeep. We all can do this. There's enough room for everybody. All of us. How you doing, New Beginning Queen? How you doing, friend? No, a lot of them are not talking about supporting you, but how can we support them and their brand? Yep. A lot of that. A lot of that. A lot of that. A lot of that. Like, oh yeah, all it was very self-absorbed. I was seeing that all the time. And like I said, I to a certain extent, I guess Thank you for being a title gifter. Some sugar. How you doing, Rich? How you doing, friend? Nubian Queen, thank you for that daily heart me. So a lot of that was happening, and I was struggling with the fact that nobody's helping people go live. Now, I will say this. This is kind of a lesson learned. It's going live for everybody. I honestly, in my heart of hearts, believe it can be for everybody. It can be absolutely for everybody. Now, it will be up to that person to take the initiative and not be scared and not be nervous and kind of stay at it and stay the course and focus and continue to do the work. That's not everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. That is not everybody. Everybody can't do that. That, unfortunately, that part is the hard part. Now, we all have the capacity and the capability to do it, but we all don't have the mindset to do it. The mindset is what's going to take you away from doing it. I want BW, oh, okay, Black women to get on the internet however we feel comfortable. We need more of our voices and knowledge out there. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, so it's a mindset thing. It's absolutely a mindset thing. And it's a thing where if you're going to do this, it's going to require you to stay consistent and engaged. And I say that all the time, but it's going to require you to stay out of your head because there's going to be moments where you sit back and say, I don't, and we do this already. If you got a 9 to 5, it's no way you go through 365 days in a year and not have a day that you don't feel like wanting to go to work. Okay? We all have those days. We absolutely all have those days. And we have all have those days where there's days we don't want to go to work, weeks we don't want to go to work, and we still get up and do it. Or if we do take that time off, we take that time off. This is one of those things where, like every New Year resolution that goes out there, people start strong and they fizzle out. And what I told myself is that I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep showing up, even on the days I don't want to go, the days I don't feel like it, the days where my energy is drained, or I'm feeling the fatigue. There are days like that, and I still show up because I'm saying I'm holding myself accountable. And then when in turn happened, y'all start holding me accountable, which was lovely. What does going live help with? It helps with a lot of stuff. Marie, it helps with a lot of stuff. It just depends on what you're trying. I tell people you got to know your why, you got to know your goals, set goals for yourself and your why. But the ultimate thing is that you're building community. And what's happened over this year through the ups and downs with the algorithm, you figure I'd start off strong in January, real strong in February. The algorithm was changing a little bit come March. April, it totally changed. That's when the scale out rewards rolled out, some other things. And you're dealing with the ups and downs of TikTok and what you can do and what you can't say and violations and all this other stuff. All that happened along the way. Thank you so much. You're welcome. All that happened along the way. And I grew. I did monetize both in the app and outside the app, because I had my services I was offering, my digital product that I offered, as well as my consultations. I had that I was offering. So I did monetize. I monetized obviously here in the app as well when it came to, you know, your live stream, subscriptions, all that stuff. I monetized. I grew. I learned a lot about myself. And then things start to slow down. I joined an agency early in the process. I didn't know much about agencies and picked an agency just because, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, hindsight, and I tell people now to do your research, hindsight, that wasn't what I was looking for, which also sparked why I created an agency that I was looking for, that I needed, that I wanted. I wanted something that was going to offer me more support and more guidance and understanding about how to grow within the app and how to monetize in other ways. And for that agency and many of the agencies, battles is the primary way. That's not something I was trying to make the primary. I was trying to make it so that creators were understanding how to grow and what they were trying to do from maybe a super fan. It used to be subscriptions, but super fans, or maybe it was monetizing with TikTok Shop, or maybe it was monetizing because they have a product or service and resource that they want to offer. That to me seemed authentic for why I was trying to show up and how I want to support people. And so that's why I brought that to this live stream experience into my agency. And the agency was something that was never on my radar. I didn't even, like I said, I joined the agency thinking like that was like this big out of reach corporation. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're like huge. They're this type of entity. But not realizing people was like, hey, you could become an agency. And I was like, huh? And it started happening more and more in terms of how I was helping people and supporting them. It's like, yeah, you absolutely could do it. And because I, with TikTok, and this is the one thing I tell people all the time, you only see what TikTok shows you based on your feed. So you actually, and this is another reason why you want to have another account, because your other account will show you other stuff. And so just recognize that that's the difference between the two. So my other account will show me other stuff. I would see stuff over here. So you only see what you're supposed to see. So I learned that early on, like this is what TikTok is showing me. But recognizing there's a whole other world. You realize there's what did they say, almost 200 million people in the US on this app. I think 170 million. I think that's the number they were using at one point. There's that many people on this app. There's no way you see all of those people any given time. You just see your little corner. And because of that, it gives you the impression that that's all that's out there. But there's a whole world of people and um, other agencies in this conversation. Everybody's out there. There's so many other people. And so my point of saying that is that, it will give you the impression that you're just this little piece. And that's what I was thinking at first. And then when people start pouring into me saying, hey, no, you could do this, I was like, okay, well, let me start researching. Let me start looking into that. But I didn't have that thought in January. Happy New Year, Eugene. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you live. He's been doing voice lives. I'm gonna catch you live, Eugene. I know you've been doing your voice live. I need to pop in. I think you're playing music primarily, but I'm gonna pop in, sir. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that daily heart. May happy New Year, friend. Um, but yeah, so just recognize you never know what's gonna happen. Look at you, back at you. You never know what this could lead to. You never know what could be presented to you because you're in this space. And so when you ask the question about what's the benefit of doing this, what's the benefit, I, the sky's the limit. I'm just gonna say that sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. It's up to you in terms of how you want to engage. It's going to be about building your community. You have people that's going to come in and connect with you. I jokingly, not jokingly, but I talk about Carol because I think she's unlocking something in me. She's unlocking this new interest, and this new interest came about also because of the last year. I love that. Yeah. Also because of last year, you figure I was a person that was nervous about my voice, never thought about voice acting. Let me take that back. I did actually think about it, and I actually did do a little research. It was about, my daughter was like 6 years old, and somebody told me, how you doing, Flourish? Somebody told me she has the cutest voice. She should do voice acting. She could be a cartoon character, and somebody was saying that. And I was like, oh. And so I did some research on behalf of my daughter, not for myself, but on behalf of my daughter. I was looking into it for a little bit, and then I realized, I was like, oh, this is a whole process. I ain't doing all this. And so I never followed through. I never did anything with it. And you guys, we have those moments in there where we look into something. How you doing, Flores? Thank you for the populars. We look into something, we think about it, and life goes on. It kind of goes to the wayside. And so this is almost like a full circle moment for me, because I'm thinking about Carol coming into my community. Carol's been around my community. Carol would have to tell me what date she dates back to, but she probably dates back to my early days of going live. Like, she might be like a day one or almost. I'm gonna give her at least February, maybe March. So she's been around for a while. I had no clue she had that experience. Had no clue. And fast forward agency. Thank you for the follow, Taylor. Thank you all who are coming in. If I missed you, I appreciate you being here. Put a comment in the chat. Say hello. How you doing? We're just talking about my 1 year journey. So feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to answer questions along the way, friends. And so I had no clue she had that background and experience. And so when she joined the agency, we had a one-on-one, and she talked about it. She was like, well, yeah, I do voice acting. I was like, you do voice acting? That's interesting. For me, and I tell you all the time, TikTok only shows you what you want to see. I ain't seen nobody talking about no voice acting. Let me know if y'all seen it. I haven't seen it. And so I was like, yeah, that'd be interesting. People would love to understand the business, understand more from you and learn from you. But she didn't think she was an expert. And y'all who know her now, she's an expert. And I tell people all the time, your newness or you feeling new, there's someone who is newer than you. No, I hadn't seen it. Yeah, we don't see that part. And if it's out there, it's out there. I'm sure it is. How do I find the basic to start going live? The basics to start going live. I have a strong topic, but not sure where to start. Marie, stay with me. I actually do have a video on like a beginner. If you go on my page here, there's a playlist that's for beginners. So you could probably start there just to understand some of the basic things, depending on how basic you want to go with. Are you just saying, okay, where do you go to find the go live and then get verified and then make sure you do the verification and press the go live and it counts down and then you start talking. Let me know how basic you need. We can talk through that, but I do have a video that talks about that. But I'm happy to come in and answer questions. I came in your lives around June. This is formerly Soul Tie formerly. How you doing, Fred? You said I went rebranding. Oh, look at you, Fred. You're doing UGC, Lifestyle Funny Content Creator. Look at you, Fred. Welcome, welcome back. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so ready to kick 2026 off with you today. Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, Flourish and I are meeting. Yes, we're going to kick it off, friend. I love it. I love this for you about the voice acting. Yes. So when I think about 2026, I'm thinking about bringing that, obviously I'm not saying I'm thinking about it, I am doing it. I'm bringing that to the forefront because guess what? In all of 2025, I've done content. I've done voiceover videos. I did the shop content. And a lot of those videos I'm showing the product and doing voiceovers for it. So I've practiced. I'm learning how to do this. And I feel now confident enough to say, oh, well, let me look into this for myself. For myself. And so I'm like, wow, you just never know what could be presented to you. So I'm using my real name now. Awesome, the real Janika. Thank you so much. Look at your friend. Love that. Awesome, awesome. Yes, congratulations. I'm already went live once on accident. I need the basic stuff. So now you know how to go live. You did it. So now you like you can take one of those basics away. You still just need basics because you did the basic. You went live. So the first step you did is go live. So now you just need to keep going live. You go live 2 more times, you'll get full access. How long did you go live that first time? What? Wait, what do I see? A plant? You see a real one too. These are real roses. They're real. And baby's breath. I don't know what this is called. And I don't know what these are called either. But yes, you do see a real plant. It's real. It's not fake. It's not fake. Yes. The fake one is back there. It's back there. But these are real. Live streaming and content creation is self development. It is. It is. Absolutely. Absolutely. And to do it for over a year is amazing. It's been amazing. Oh, I didn't know I was live. I didn't have a lot of followers and I thought I needed 1,000. No, you don't. You need I think TikTok 50 followers will get you live access nowadays. Yeah, you don't need and then and you've gone and gotten a coin before because you're level 1. So you've done some things to go live already. You've gotten your blue box. You just have to reactivate it by sending a rose or any gift that will reactivate that level box that you have. Most people have to have a level box. I've seen most people with a level box and at least 50 followers and they can go live. So you went live. You did. And you did the verification. Welcome to the family. Hey, Miss Kaylate. If you have a unique name, claim your URL website now because someone else sees you blowing up and buys it. Yes, they do. They do. That is true. I claimed my name already. Yep. What is the difference in using your name? Um, um, it just depends. Keep the real. You're so sweet. You said keep the real ones. Don't do the fake ones. Um, Here's my thought about real names or not. I mean, it just depends on what your brand is. It just depends on how you're branding yourself. Um, and again, depending on what you're talking about, depending on what you're doing, what you're sharing with your community, having maybe your name, like when I think about Dr. Lisa, Lisa's my name. It is. Janine, the budget. I can't say that. I'm sorry. Janine, the Christian finance coach. She's using her first name. So there's just different ways you can brand yourself, and it's up to you on how you want to do it. Um, and especially if you're going to sell something and promote your services, and people are going to know your real name anyway, it's not a bad idea to have it as part of your name or your content for branding purposes. But again, it just depends on how you're branding yourself. Okay. So, yeah, URL, like a website name you acquire, like, yes, Marie. Yes, that's what Halleck was saying. She's saying, because Halleck was, let's be real, Halleck was going to be thinking like 10 steps ahead of us. Okay. Halleck was like, look here, your brand, you got to have your URL, you got to have all your media platforms, get it together, people. Brand yourself. So yes, that's where Halleck was going with that, and she is absolutely right. And I absolutely did it already. So my YouTube, my TikTok, my Instagram, Facebook is different. We'll talk about that in a second. But those all three have the same name. Everything is branded based on Dr. Lisa Lunch Your Income Agency. I have a URL for it too. I have like 3 domains. So yes, that's what she meant by that. So not a bad idea. Something you definitely want to consider. Uh, so yeah, you said you're the best. Oh well, oh you're welcome. Mine too. All on the same platforms. Yep. Also, if you can afford to buy variations and misspellings, that's true. Yeah, I have like 3 that I've used. I haven't done variations and misspellings, but that is a good idea if you can afford to do it. Yeah, yeah. So you can absolutely kind of get those domains captured now. Um, I would definitely recommend it. She does 10 steps forward. She does. She's about 10. You selling some. Am I selling some magic beans? You're so sweet. I don't think so. I don't know what that means. Um, I'm building out hollyq.com. There you go, Fran. I love it. Congratulations. Oh, okay. Let me see. We got a troll in the room. Yeah, I'm just sorry. Let's let's um let's get bad actors out the room. Good morning. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. You said I'm Matt Halleck on all platforms. Happy to connect. There we go, friend. I love that. That's it. That's it. You do want to be very intentional about your branding in the beginning. Let me say this though, and this is part of the learning. Y'all making my social media posts for me because I need to kind of write this stuff down because I wasn't gonna talk about branding that way, but now I will. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Color and Gems. You said bye, Felicia. You're so sweet. Happy New Year, all. Thank you so much. How you doing, Steph? Can't you record it? Record my live? Yeah, my live is recorded. This is recorded. It's here for me. So yeah, this live is 100% recorded. No, I was gonna do a carousel video though. I was gonna or carousel content where I was gonna have captions on it and just have pictures. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't think I was gonna do a video necessarily for this particular anniversary clip. But one thing I was gonna say is that how like you say the smart thing to do is to go ahead and capture your brand, your URL. Thank you so much. Capture all that in the beginning. Now, I will say this. You can go back and fix things that maybe you might have misstepped. And I had to do that along the way too. So, for example, this account, and I don't know if you guys were around in the summertime, it would have been like in June or so, where I was trying to fix things. My Instagram, my IG, and my YouTube were the same. Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. The @ symbol was Launch Your Income. They were the same. TikTok was different. And I think TikTok, I can't remember why I did it. I think I was thinking branding. I was going to have I had Dr. Lisa as my at name, at Dr. Lisa or something like that. And I did not have lunch or income. And so I was really kind of struggling with, okay, at the time I was trying to make this face forward. It's about me. The other accounts were still kind of faceless. And so you say you remember that? Yes. And so I was still in my mind, I had that kind of logic. And I was like, well, this is my account that I'm going to be face forward. So I'm going to represent and be showing myself. Well, what I realized is like, um, what I realized is that, oh, I need to make sure everything is uniform. Partially because on the YouTube channel, I was talking there and I was co-streaming, as you guys can see, and the names didn't match. So when I would tell people, oh, follow me here, and this is the name you got to say, and then I would say, oh, and on here, I'm this thing. And so I was like, that's not going to work. They all have to be the same. So I actually had to change this account and make my at name the same as the other accounts. And so that was like a misstep, and I had to go back and fix it. So what I will tell you is that you can fix it along the way. And what happened is I got clarity as I started to do it, and I was engaging in the process. But now that you guys know, you can learn from my mistake and do all the uniform stuff in the beginning. Okay? so so you don't have to do that. But it just depends on what you're trying to achieve with your content. Yes, you can go grab what you say. Yeah, I can. I can absolutely grab it. Um, do you download this live to your home home and then to YouTube? Um, no, no, Nubian. I'm recording. I'm on YouTube. See, I'm on YouTube. I'm streaming at the same time. So that made it convenient for me. So I didn't have to do what you just wrote where you have to download it and then upload it. No, it's already recording at the same time. So it's there. So that's what I've been doing too. Yeah. So the record, you can see I'm leaning down and looking down. I wish to a certain extent I probably need to have it elevated so YouTube doesn't have to always look at me from the top of my head a little bit with me looking down, but that's the way I'm doing. I'm thinking to do the same. Which the name of both accounts. Yep. Yep. Happy live anniversary. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. Welcome to the room, friend. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Hey, 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 fantastic Friday. Yes, yes, this is supposed to be my personal account. So the account with the right name, I'm going to try to figure out. Yes, yep. As Black women, we tend to have unique names. I'm advantage of saying, staking our claim on the internet. Oh, I love that. I love that. You are absolutely right, Holly Q. Yeah, this is an opportunity, and we should see it as such. It's actually a very much an opportunity. Um, and so yeah, thank you all. Hey, favorite coming back in. I appreciate you all. So yeah, along the way. So that question about why go live and stuff. I mean, really, you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what type of opportunities and blessings will come along the way. So I've met a lot of great people. I just talked about the voice acting being something that I'm now, fast forward a year later, for the most part. Oh, we got 100K taps. Look at that. Thank you so much. I've been tapping away over here too. This account just been tapping, tapping, tapping. It's like 40K taps, y'all. So I'm definitely down with the voice acting. Yes, yes. And so just the thought of that wouldn't have been realized if I didn't do this. It wouldn't have been. I mean, I'm being honest about who I am, where I was at, what I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about that. It wasn't even a realm of possibility. And so now I see it as something I could do because I've been doing this. You said, what is voice acting? Voice acting, like voiceovers, voice acting, commercials, radios, um, conferences. Yeah. Um, Coloring Gems. Carol West. Did Carol come in here? I don't think she came in this morning. She may or may not pop in today. But Carol West is in the agency. So you'll meet Carol. Carol does have a super fan. And she's about to have a package, y'all, because I'm telling her she need a package. she gives a lot of value, but her super fan, I'm just telling y'all right now. If you want to be part of the super fan community, you might want to jump on now. But come next month, she gonna have a package. Okay? Yes, she does. Come next month, most definitely, because Dr. Lisa ain't gonna let her live this down if she continue to do what she doing and not have a whole program that she's marketing and supporting. He said, I know that's right. Because girlfriend is giving all the goods. And it's awesome. It's awesome. And so just know if that's something you're interested in. And it took me a minute. I tell you, you guys, if you go look at some of my older content, you can hear I'm congested at times. This time of the year is always rough for me when it comes to the winter months and my allergies and my son's being sick and all the things. Thank you. I'm getting weak blowing like that. Happy New Year. How you doing, Urban Eye Candy? You said it's so much. It is. It is. And so just know, just know that if you're interested in it, and she said I've been promoting her super fans, but I'm promoting her super fans because I feel like you know how you said you were struggling. I was. You know how you find something that you're like, wow, it's eye opening. And so granted, TikTok for me was like that, or is like that. It was a wow moment. It was like this big aha moment for me over the last year, like coming here, showing up, engaging with you all, meeting all you. Because I got a chance to meet some of y'all in person, just some of the most loveliest people, just really, really lovely people. And then all the people I met over Zoom in virtual one-on-one conversations, just amazing, amazing people. And so I'm just in awe. And what's happened is this year has allowed that to happen for me. So do you recommend waiting to go live until you have X number of followers? No. No. You got enough followers, Marie? You got 800. Yeah, you got 800. I went live. So when I started going live, TikTok, I think the rule was 500 subscribers. Followers. Um, YouTube's used the word subscribers. 500 followers, and then it dropped to like 300, and then dropped to 50. Over the last year, they dropped it drastically. And partially from the agency side, they had 100 million people go live in 2024. I don't know what the 2025 number is. Hopefully they share it. I don't know what the number is, but they had 100 million people go live. And the goal for the agency concept is to kind of keep people going live, keep them engaged, keep the community building, keep people on the app. That's the ultimate thing. Okay, great. I'm just gonna go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Hey Kim, how you doing? Kimmy K. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, J Money. Appreciate you. 500, then it started going down. It did. Black Lotus. So I think we were around the same time. Um, where Black Lotus was coming to my live room, and then started going live recently. Love it. Um, and so you said that was me on my live today. Congested about Florida vacation. Congested after Florida vacation, but stay consistent. There we go, friend. Yeah, I think it's funny you say that. I do think I'm allergic to this state. I think I am. Or if nothing else, maybe Orlando. But yeah. So I have these bouts where the congestion gets really strong in the pollen seasons and stuff. So yeah. So because of that, I've always been kind of self-conscious about my voice. I seem nasally, I seem congested. There's moments where it clears up and I'm fine. And so I've always kind of had this up and down struggle about my voice. But what has happened is also I come here and you guys, oh, your voice is so soothing, it's so calming, it's so relaxing, you're so kind and all. And y'all just pour into me and I'm like, well, look here, I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do whatever I want to do because y'all like, look here, girl, you're wonderful. I was like, I feel it. So I'm now like thinking like, hey, I'll do voice acting. Why not? Were you able to look up? I did look her up. I did look her up. Um, you always be like, that don't look like me, but it's okay. I see what you say it. You said I run retreats in Narare Beach. Where's that at? Are you from Florida? I'm in Orlando. not from Florida. I'm not sure where that is. Where is that at? I love your voice and energy. Thank you so much. Yes, you can. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. The yellow is popping. I appreciate that. We're yellow. We're bright sunshine. This is the 1 year anniversary, anniversary for me. I didn't realize you were in Florida. Yep, yep. I'm in Florida. Yep. I am Cocoa Beach. Hello, neighbor. How you doing, neighbor? Yes, you're not far at all. Love you both. Have a sweet personality. Oh, thank you so much. An amazing energy. I love it. You're welcome. Oh, it's between Pensacola and Destin. Okay, gotcha. I was in Tampa 14 days, 1 day in Orlando. Really? Wow. Well, over the Christmas break then. Oh, is that what you just said over last month? We're in January now, so in December. Yes. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. My in-laws are in Tampa, and my baby, she's at the College of Tampa. She's in University of South Florida. Yep. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the gifts. Just got home last night. Oh wow, you were here for a minute then. Yeah, 14 days. Nice. Um, yeah, obviously I get to Tampa quite often between the in-laws and my daughter. Yeah, well, in 2025, yeah, I guess I got there a good dozen times. I get there to visit and hang out and stuff. So yeah, um, you said I was in Boynton, 3 hours away from Orlando, three days ago. Really? Black Lotus. Yeah, I know where that is, Boynton Beach. Yeah, I know that area. Nice. Um, yeah, so Florida's a good state. I don't have anything against Florida. Like I said, the allergy stuff is something it's been a struggle for the time I've been here. So I really do think it's the state. You said I run women's empowerment and also grief retreats for women who's lost a child like me. Oh wow. Okay. Are you from up north? I'm from Chicago. Yep, from Chicago originally. Midwest. All 50 states are good. You have your choice. That's true. I do. I do. Thank you all. I appreciate you. I'll be passing through Florida next week. Yes, you'll be a resident soon. Blue. I hear it. Yep. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, I did that one right. The last few I've been struggling with. All right, friends. So a couple things. Other things I learned. Thank you all so much for the engagement. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you for that, Nika. I won't be a resident till February. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's just next month. You'll be here soon. You'll be Florida girl. I talk about Florida. I think more than Chicago, but thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. Um, okay, so couple things we're gonna talk about real quick. So lessons learned. Lessons learned. Thank you, Kim, for coming back through. Lessons learned that I wanted to talk about. So we talked about the branding thing. I think that's important. I need to name that because that branding thing you can change. If you start your branding one way, you can change. You can pivot. I love that Halleck used that word earlier. You can absolutely pivot. Gorgeous kickoff laugh. Kickoff LOL. Thank you so much, friend. Yes, thank you. Um, I got you said, oh, you got kicked off. Oh, oh, I was like, gorgeous kickoff. I was like, okay, we'll go with it. Thank you. Oh, 400 comments. Oh, wow. Look at you, Nubian. Yes. Thank you all. Appreciate the engagement. Thank you so much for the roses. Hello, Mrs. Treetop. Thank you for the populars. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the populars. Um, so yeah, so you can pivot. You can pivot. You should feel confident in the ability to regroup. However, I would caution you from changing like you're changing underwear. Okay, y'all, you can't keep changing. Can't keep changing. Don't keep changing. Don't keep changing. If you keep changing, you never, you said update my goal. Okay. If you keep changing, you never really get a sense of what's working and what's not working. Um, and sometimes you might be missing out on that breakthrough moment. Okay. So that's something I paid attention to. I, when it came down to it, I didn't change my time over the last year, really much at all. Thank you so much, so sugar. What happened? Did it go? He was surfing on my head. He was surfing. It's like, what is he doing? Thank you for that. Um, so I didn't change my time. I started off in January going 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock worked for me because my son was still in preschool at the time. He was in preschool. And um, my husband was coming home from work and he does his walks doing that 3:30, 4 o'clock hour. He's doing his walks daily. And so sometimes I would walk with him depending on what was happening prior to doing the live stream and stuff, depending on what was happening for my job or my work schedule. I was typically able to manage my calendar where I could work like earlier and stop meetings by 4 o'clock. So I didn't have any, my day really did end around 4 o'clock. That's essentially what was happening. And so I just made that a little bit more intentional that it ended by 4. And then I would come here. And so that's how I managed my work schedule. I was working more remotely, everything was fine. And so what was happening with my husband is he would come home and he would go for his walk. Sometimes I would go with him before the live stream experience, but sometimes I wouldn't because of the work schedule. So 4 o'clock became kind of that sweet spot where I was like, okay, I won't go with him. I'll do my live. I'll be consistent. So January became 4 o'clock consistent. And in that 4 o'clock time frame, I was talking to the people, telling people where features were. Marie, you asked that question about how it was the basics. That's literally how I started. Talking to my people, Marie, like you, maybe somebody who was nervous, afraid, scared. You had gone live, you were thinking about it, you were curious about it. And so I would just come here and just teach. It really became a learning. And TikTok used to have where you can have the word at the top here. My room would say a learn room, learning. And so I was that room. And people, I would have different titles for my live stream. Go live with confidence and ease. Go live. Don't be nervous. Don't be afraid or scared. Oh, it stopped that. Hadn't noticed. Yeah, stop that. I don't see that anymore. Yeah, you remember when I played? I'm like, this is a learn room. That was part of my comments and stuff. Thank you all. I appreciate all the engagement. Thank you for the roses and the hearts. The Daily Heartbeat. Appreciate you. Hey, Lisa. Thank you for the stickers. Thank you all for coming in and supporting. And so, yeah, they took that down. Like, I want to say I stopped noticing that probably around September, October, it went away. Hello, Dr. Natasha. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you for that Daily Heartbeat. And so, because of that, hello, friends. Because of that, I don't see it anymore. But I was doing that in the beginning. So January became the month of just simply coming here and educate people on how to go live. Okay? And it was just that simple. And then a lot of the conversation. So you guys heard me tell the story before. What happened in January for me is that the first week, my very first day of going live, I think I made like 7 cents because somebody came in and they came in and hit my goal, which was roses. It was something really small that was up there. Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. And I just came on and, you have people come in and I didn't even know what a daily heartbeat was, to be honest with you at that time. But I knew it was important and I knew I would give it in other rooms. So I knew a little bit about it, but didn't know enough about it in terms of all the things that come with it. Interesting. Oh, somebody tried to co-host me, and that's the first time I've ever seen that. Somebody just tried to co-host me. I don't know who it was. The name was The Rose Gardens, and it was a disclaimer saying this content, this room contains sensitive topics that may not be appropriate. It was like a little disclaimer. I was like, TikTok. So that's interesting. Have you guys ever seen that before? That was a first for me. But it was almost given a disclaimer like this room will have some, yes, they do that. Yeah. No, you hadn't seen that. Well, well, this is the co-host, so that's the first time I've seen it where this person had a whole message, a disclaimer message about co-hosting with them. So I obviously I didn't accept, but I just never seen that pop up for a person before. It's like, okay, TikTok's like, look here, you may not want to accept this. Don't accept it. You may not want to do this, depending on what's going on. Hopefully, you know this person, because there are some people who are pretty bad out there. I've seen the topic before you go into the room, telling you what they are discussing. Oh, that's a new feature. Then that is good. Wow. Yeah, stalkers. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, so, Mrs. Treetop, that's a new feature too. Then you're saying you see it's almost like a disclaimer before you go into a room that is inappropriate or maybe a little bit more mature in content. Yes, that is new. Oh, okay. Well, I think that's a good feature to have. Things sticking up in my head. I've seen a few new things. Oh, FYP, these are this year 1 year on TikTok. Yes, 1 year on TikTok. Yes, 1 year, 1 year, going almost daily, y'all. When I say almost daily, I probably can count the times I did not go live because I do 10 and 4. Thank you so much. Nice. I think I can count on two hands. I would say two hands. I don't even think it's two hands, y'all. I think it's probably one hand. The times I did not go live at all, like no live. I'm going to say one hand. I don't think it's more than 5. Yeah. So 2 times a day. Wow. Yes. I go live. I'm here at 10. I started at 10:15ish, and because I typically start live on YouTube first, so YouTube gets me first because their algorithm is a little different, and so I start over there, set the tone over there, and then I go live here on TikTok, and YouTube I just hit the 1K subscriber mark in the month of December, so I'm over 1K now. I think I'm at almost 150, but I'm sorry, 1,550 subscribers, 1,050 subscribers, but I hit that in December. I need to get my watch time up over here though. I gotta get people to watch me more. Y'all need to watch. um, so let's see. I missed something. You said that's amazing. Yeah. I saw an AI generated summary today in Flourish Room. Started with plant. Started with plant nerd. What happened? It was a summary of her live. It said something about a plant nerd. Flourish, what you got going on in your life? I'm not sure if it's just for mature subjects. I think it's everything. Oh, really? Same for me since May 2025, once per day. Look at you, friend. Love it. Love it, Nubian. That's amazing goals. I hear you, friend. We doing it. We doing it, y'all. Our campaign. We're going live every day. We're going to do it, y'all. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you too, Nubian. Yay. Yes, yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm curious about that new feature. Like I said, I just saw it then, and interesting. Flourish Room had it, and no sensitive content there. Oh yeah. Oh, interesting. You think it's because audience control might have been turned on? I wonder if it's just the audience control feature. I don't have audience control turned on today. I haven't been doing it lately on purpose, but I haven't turned it on today. Wow, is it paying off? Did it take over previous income? Still inspiring um, the 1K turtling. Say that again, Trenda. So the last part I missed, but I think the first part you're asking, like, did it pay off? It paid off. I will say this. I don't, I'm cautious and very sensitive about giving dollar amounts and numbers just because everybody's journey is different. Some lesson learned there, and I can talk about that too. There's probably some things I would have done differently in terms of pricing, in terms of offers that I had. I probably would have changed some things early if I knew what I knew today. And so going into this year, I'm going to make some changes. What does audience control mean? It's the 18 years and older. You have to toggle that on if your content is a little bit more mature or sensitive in nature. Or if you're selling something, like TikTok Shop, it turns on automatically. But if you are selling something, you will want to turn that on too. Um, So when it comes to monetization from a TikTok perspective, definitely monetized from the app, from subscribers, from super fans now. That's what they call them now, super fans. From my live goal and stuff. And again, like I said, I'm always sensitive because I don't want to. I'm cautious of people who put, oh, I made this much, and they don't tell you the process, and they don't tell you the commitment, they don't tell you the consistency, they don't tell you the give and take of that. When it comes down to it, I'm now level 30, so I put in a lot too. So I put in a lot, and I made enough. So it is the expenses. Yeah, they don't tell you all the details. So with that, I don't say numbers as much. I did say some numbers early on in the first part of the year, and I think that matters a little bit when it comes to TikTok. I think by the month, I have a video I posted about this too. If you kind of, it's probably way deep in my content. The expenses and commitments. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, they don't tell you that. There's definitely expenses and commitments, and consistency and engagement all the time. Time commitments, money commitment, all of it. Um, and so in a cautious way, I will say, because I was going live twice a day, TikTok was pushing me out. January, that's what I was about to say. January, it wasn't that much. Um, Audience controls was off since we were doing friendly battles and we could see it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, mine is off, and I saw that message. But yeah, okay. Um, when I started in January, my very first day, I tell people I made 7 cents. Why was yours different? Yours was like reddish. It wasn't the purple one anymore. They're different color blowers. I was like, oh, yours is different. Thank you for that favor. I appreciate it. Um, so I made 7 cents. The next day I made 3 cents. I know. What's that about? And then next day I made 3 cents, and then I say the next day I made 10 cents, or I think it was like 14 cents actually. And then by the fourth day I made 24 cents, and then the fifth day I made 52 cents. It was something like that. So it was growing. Me too, like 6 cents, yeah. And so it was growing. And what I tell people is that it accumulates over time, and then the first December, I mean, I'm sorry, January is the first month. Um, you can set to monetize from $1 to 500, where they'll pay you out. And in your live stream, you get paid out weekly. Well, something that this is glam game, and there is little to no work needed. Yes, all glam and no hard work. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of knowledge. It's a lot of information you're taking in about TikTok and understanding the platform, and then also just engagement, and then you're building community. You're supporting others. The support others um, is it's not always reciprocated either, and I think that's a misnomer as well. People are like, oh, well, I'm gonna throw big gifts and I'm gonna do all this and I'm gonna get it back, or I'm gonna go in those big rooms and throw a big gift because I want to be seen, but you don't get that back. You know what I'm saying? Like there's um, a lot of misconceptions about what should and shouldn't happen here, and you got to be willing to do things within your time, within your budget. I will repeat that, within your budget, as well as without the expectations. Without the expectations. Because if you go into this having an expectation for how other people are going to act, that's the first thing I learned when I was going through my divorce. Okay? You can't control nobody else but yourself. Okay? Let's be real. The only person I can control is me. You cannot control nobody else. And if you try to control and manipulate or do anything like that, then your feelings are going to get hurt. Okay? Every time. Because he said, I hear you on, on this, coach. Yes, amen. You will drop out and fall out. Yes, yes. And so if you go in this trying to be controlling in any kind of way, or having an expectation of people, thank you so much, then this is not the place for you, because you will be upset. You're gonna take your little ball and run. You're gonna be upset. So I just say that because I strongly believe that. And at the same time, you got to do things that you um, feel comfortable and confident with doing. And if you are not working within your own means in your own way, then yeah, it's not gonna work out for you. You're gonna leave. You're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna be disappointed. You will absolutely be disappointed. You will, because people are not gonna act the way you want them to act all the time. And you got to figure out your strategy for getting to the next level, the next thing you want. Also, people will say one thing and do another. That too. Yeah. Only person you can control is you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so when everything's said and done, you said so right. Yes. When everything's said and done, you have to figure this out for what you're trying to do. I tell people all the time, what is your why? I think I'm going to use this as a working journal. Oh, that's interesting. For for your event planning, I like that. I like that. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate you. Um, we have to be like water and flow when it comes to live. Set intentions, plan, then just let it be. Yeah, absolutely. I love that, Halaku. Yeah, you do. You absolutely do that. So when it comes to the monetization, the money is there. It doesn't happen all the time quickly. Like I said, there's cents that you start with, and then they make dollars. Cents become dollars to a certain extent, and you got to be okay with that. But that's the growth, and I learned that pretty early on, realizing that okay, hey Laviv, hey, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Um, learned that pretty early on because I think you want to see, oh, the person I said who went live every day in December, she said, oh, I ended December with making like $400. And she's like, this is passive income. It helps pay my son's car note, and she was saying, those type of expenses that is just, by showing up here, which is very real, very possible. You can absolutely do that. And there's a lot of people who don't do that. And so even in that example is no guarantee. And so a lot of times people are like, oh, well, wait a minute. I thought I was going to do this and I thought I was going to have this happen. No, that's not how it works. Okay. And so you just have to be, if you're being consistent, and the algorithm will start knowing what you're talking about, favoring you. You get pushed out a little bit more. People come in your room, they engage and stuff. And then thank you so much for the follow. Hey, Lisa K. Thank you, Lavi, for the follow as well. I saw both of those come through. Thank you, everybody, coming into the live stream. I do have a hard stop at 12:30. I'm going to come back at 4. We'll talk a little bit more about this because there's some stuff I didn't talk through. I was going to go like a little bit more detailed in my journey. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to everything today. Using a journal I published for my live topic starting today. Get them 31 days. I love it. 31 days. So when is your live? Put that in the chat. Anybody who's going live, put it in the chat for us so we can see who is going live, what time and time zone. And topic. My 3 T's. Topic, time, and time zone. I need help. Laugh out loud. Lisa, what you need help with? Fellow Lisa. Your bio says faith-driven mom of 3 girls, TikTok shop affiliate, creator, live host, all things beauty. Don't let anybody dim your sparkle. Look at you, Fran. I love that. All things beauty. You should connect with our friend Nika Grace. She is in the beauty niche as well. She would be a great person to also connect with. She is very knowledgeable a lot about live streaming as well, especially from the viewer perspective. Definitely will be back. Oh, thank you so much, Strong. I appreciate you. Please help keep talking about your journey, Doc. Thank you so much, Halaki. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern, 31 days of devotion. Oh, the voice guru. Who asked about Carol? Carol West just came in the room. Carol West is in the room. Carol, you part of my journey. Topic starting to plan for the year. Love that. Is that a play on event planning? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you just saying planning in general? Like, hey, what's your plan? The Sunshine Report, the power of um, ritualizing wellness. Ooh, I love that. It should be a ritual. I love that. 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. Pacific time is coming up. I think that's one. Is that one? Is that the time difference? Central time, I have to figure that out. Okay. You got to figure out the central time. Gotcha. Okay. Well, put the central time. I can convert. If you know what time you're going to go live, I can definitely convert it because I know Chicago. um, Going live today, 4 p.m. Eastern, working your first ebook. Oh, making your first ebook. Making your first ebook. Oh, that's good. You're going to be teaching people how to make an ebook. I love that. Trenda, awesome, awesome. 9:14. Put now. What does that mean? 9:14 is your time. What you meant by that? OMG. OMG. I am excited about my earrings coming, friend. I am so excited about those. Oh, Pacific time. Okay, 9:14 Pacific time. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So, Carol, happy, you said Happy New Year to Carol. Carol, are you going live? I was just recapping, I'm celebrating my 1 year liveversary. So, um, they're on the way. They're on the way. All right. All right. Well, okay, so I can share this with you all. In March, for spring break, my husband's spring break, not necessarily mine, we're going to South Africa. So I picked those earrings for my vacation. So I gotta find some outfits to coordinate with my earrings. Because my earrings are everything. So my earrings are gonna be the star, and the outfit is just gonna coordinate the earrings, okay? so, so I gotta figure that out. But I saw the earrings, and I was like, let me get these earrings. Um, but yes, I am going live at 10 a.m. Pacific time and 1 Eastern. Okay, 1 Eastern. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. Hello, Monica. How you doing? Congratulations on your anniversary. Thank you so much, Trenda. Yes. Oh, South Africa. Yes, we're splitting time between Johannesburg and Cape Town. Yep, yep. So I'm excited. This is my road to 50, you all. I will be 50 in July, and so that's one trip. We planned that partially because of the weather, and it's also his time he has off. So that's how we ended up landing there in March. And then, because I guess South Africa is colder in the summer months for us because of the equator. Who knew? My geography's off. But, um, so yeah, so the weather is cold in the summer for us, and it's springtime. It's not as cool. So it should be pretty nice weather. And then we are gonna do something in July for my birthday. I said Paris because I had never been. But we haven't booked that trip yet, so we'll see what it ends up being. Oh, my friend just did a trip to South Africa. She said it was magical. Really, I'm excited, y'all. This has been on my bucket list. This is a trip that's been on my bucket list. So, when we started dating, I had mentioned it some time ago with him. I had mentioned it to my ex-husband too, but we ain't go, y'all. Anyway, it wasn't supposed to be with him, no way. So I'm going who I'm supposed to be going with, my husband. So, but yeah, so we're having a good time. I'm excited about it. I appreciate the support. You are welcome, friend. Your jewelry, your necklace, earrings are beautiful. So beautiful work. Um, ironic, um, Ironically, topic for day one: commitment is key. Look at you. Commitment is key. Yes, I love that. Did you talk about the new campaign live this afternoon at 3 to 3:30 p.m.? I did actually, and I will recap because I didn't look to see who is on that leaderboard. And I believe I looked. Let's see who is there. Let's see who is the campaign. And in Mrs. Treetop, I need to talk about you. You won December. So I need to go back and look at the final results. But yeah, ma'am, you won December. I'm going to clap in a second. I'm on the other screen. But yes, you did your thing, friend. Okay, so top 3 wins in January. Top 3, just so that y'all know. I don't include myself, so I'm always excluded. So our top 3, taking me out of the equation, is Pure Intentions. She's number 1 right now. My favorite 4 journeys is number 2, and Flourish is number 3. I'll round up the top 10. And then it comes to Mrs. Treetop, Glam, E-Nurse, Miss Jessie, Diana, and Unwritten Unstoppable, and Miss K Latte if I do 10 exactly. Yep, so that is what's going on, Mrs. Treetop. Congratulations on number 1 for December's. That was our first agency campaign. Now, what I said I was going to honor, because I did not, Miss Treetop honestly would be the only winner, to be honest with y'all. I'm just going to say that. But I did not, the rules were there. Moving forward, we're going to always go by the rules, but I did not express and state the rules. And it seems as if not everybody was able to join, so all the things. So we're going to honor the top 6 or top 5. That's what it is. Is it top 6? Top 5 was the winners for this one. I have to go back and look. Top 5. I think I was going to use 6 because I had to take myself out. So I was going to look at the top 6 people when I exclude myself. So I'll look at those names and see who won a prize, and then we will go from there. It's a cash prize, goes to your account. So you just I'll be reaching out to you guys to let you know. I'll reconcile this week. I usually say 7 days out. So that is the information. Joseph, make sure you don't dry tag. You got to make sure you always put some words behind a message when you add somebody. I absolutely love Cape Town. I can't wait to go back. Oh, you bet. I'm excited. I am so excited. My friend just came back from a wedding in Cape Town. Really? Oh, wow. I am so excited, y'all. Congratulations to all the winners. Yes. So definitely, definitely look at the campaign. The January campaign is based on your go live time as well. You get 6 points for every minute. Okay? Just saying. Every minute you go live. Now, granted, ain't nobody trying to go 24 hours. Okay? You can't go 24 hours. Because honestly, if you did, that's like over almost 260,000 points that you can make. But we're not doing that. But you could get a lot of points. So I want you guys to pay attention to that. The winners are the top 3 that get 300,000 points or more. So that should happen. We already got people who are Pure Intentions. I think she's almost at 100K. Just from today alone. So it's gonna be a thank you so much. I don't think I did it on time. Pure Intentions is at 68. She's at 68. Thank you for that. Appreciate you all. Congratulations to all the winners. I'm exhausted from all the lives, battles, and all the things. Look at you, friend. Hey, you don't get tired in baseball. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I get it, friend. Get some rest because you've been going. I love it. Laugh out loud. Too much, no real. too much, no real life. Is that something we have to join, or is it automatic entry? OMG. Can you check for me? I think did anybody, let me see. Did anybody, I'm going to say you don't have to join it. There's 99 people in the campaign. Let me see if you are listed, OMG. I think you got to click it at least. I don't think you actually have to join. I think you just have to click the campaign information. I don't see you listed, friend. No, I don't see you listed. I wonder if you go live. Have you gone live yet? There's some people in here who have 0 points, and I'm sure they haven't gone live yet. I think that's the difference between they're in here. They must have clicked it. But they just hadn't gone live. I'm assuming that's what happened. So I think you have to go. Definitely putting in time. Yes. I think you actually have to click it. Did you see me? Did I see your name? Let me look, Charlene. Let me see if I see you. Anybody else? Let me know if you guys see it up here. Do you see it? If you click up in this campaign corner, let me know if you see it. It will say, right now, I think it says number 2 for me. So if you scroll through it. There's 99 of us. It should be over, I think it should be 160 that actually got invited. So we're definitely missing people. So I wonder if people actually have to do a click to join. I'm looking, Charlene. I don't see you so far, but I scrolled quickly. Oh yeah, you in here. Okay, I scrolled fast. Yeah, I see you, friend. Where's the campaign corner? It's in this top corner. You can't. It's in this top corner right here. You got to swipe to look past some of those things. Um, yes, I did click, but I have not gone live yet. Okay, I think I saw you, Trainer V. I'm gonna go back and look. Um, I think I saw you on the list when I scrolled through. I'll look again. Look this morning. I didn't have to hit join. You didn't have to hit join. Did you see the new campaign? Did you send the new campaign to our emails? I did. I sent it in emails and I sent it to school. You said I was entered automatically. You were entered automatically. That's what I thought. Because I clicked the option for you guys to be entered automatically. It doesn't have everybody though. It doesn't. Yes, I'm number 59. Okay, so you guys do see it. So that's good. You do see you over there. Okay, good. Okay. So while you're in someone's live, you can see your own status if you're in the agency. I saw the email, but I didn't see a link. Well, in the email, it told you to go to the campaigns. You had to go to the campaigns page to join it, to click it at least. Yeah, the campaigns page under the Live Center. Urban Eye Candy, did I see you? Let's see. I skimmed it so fast. Um, uh, I don't see you in here either, Urban. I don't see you. Uh-uh. So definitely go back through you all. See if you guys can, unless I'm skimming your name and I'm going past you. I don't see you. Okay. Some sugar. You said, do you see me? uh, I do see you, some sugar. You're in here. Yep, you're in here. I went to campaigns page a couple days ago. Do you see yourself? Oh, duh. I was half asleep. I have a quick question. Can I come up before you leave? Yes. Let me have you come up now. Because I'm gonna get off shortly. Let's see. Who was I gonna look for? Carol, real quick. Let me look for Carol. Carol, did you join it? I know you haven't gone live. You said you haven't gone live yet. Carol, I don't know if I see you. Mm-mm. I don't know. You sent 300 comments. Thank you so much, friend. Hello, Glow. You watched 300 minutes. Awesome, awesome. Am I there? Um, okay. Uh, so let me see real quick. Rich Son. Give me 1 second, Trainer V. I'll pull you up in a second, friend. Let's see. Rich. I wonder if you guys start going live. Maybe they only list the top 99. And I wonder if you start going live, you'll end up being on the leaderboard. Um, I wonder if that's the case. Rich, I don't see. Let me see. I scroll through quickly, but I still. No, I don't see you, friend. I wonder if that's going to be the difference maker. Maybe the list only goes to. Oh, no, I saw. I'm sorry. You are there. 38. You're number 38. You're there. Um, you saw yourself at 99 plus before I went live this morning. Oh, really? So maybe that's it. Maybe the board here only shows 99, possibly. Congrats on the live anniversary. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate your glow. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. Um, So yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe the leaderboard only shows the top 99. So people who aren't listed, maybe after you go live, you'll bump up on the leaderboard and we'll see you, and we won't see, people who haven't clocked any hours. We won't see them. Um, Trainer V, I'm about to invite you. Hello, friend.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year.
Thank you. So mine is kind of off topic because I went back and I cleaned out my followers and the ones I follow, and I was couldn't believe all the followers that I had. I deleted about 20 something
Okay.
that were users and the accounts were banned.
Yeah.
So and I was wondering about that. It's like, okay, how often should I do that? Because I don't really need anyone following me if their accounts are banned.
Yes,
Should I
you do
leave
need to
them and can get the account open back up?
clear them out. Clear them out because it inflates your numbers and it will impact you getting into programs like if you were looking to like do TikTok shop or create a rewards program when you get 10K followers, it will impact your numbers because it looks like you have an inflated number of followers, but those accounts are banned. So they call it fake engagement because you can't engage with banned accounts. I personally think TikTok should figure out a way to remove those accounts so you don't have
Yeah.
to worry about it. I just think it's ridiculous that they don't. Um, but but yeah, so right now those accounts are sitting on your numbers. So I say go and clear it out at least once a week if you can try to remember to do it on a weekly basis and just do a quick search of your followers and following.
Yeah, I typically do that. So I was like, okay, right now it looks like it's hurting my numbers, but I would rather have real people.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
and like I said, I just grow organically, and we'll see what happens after these 31 days. But another question is because I didn't see where I could tap to request to come up because it used to be a little people person.
Oh, I think I turned it off. You're right.
Okay.
Um,
Well, good. So show me how to, because when I go live, I have these requests coming up all the time asking me to join. And I'm like, no, you can't. No, you can't come up here because they come up saying crazy stuff.
yeah. So when I think I did a live chat maybe one day the other day.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. What's today? Thursday. It must have been like Monday or Tuesday. So I cut it off for that reason because the little bubbles people can automatically click and stuff. Hey Muku, how you doing, friends? Coming in. So with with that, you go to the two people, and I
Hmm.
need to turn it on. Let me turn it on because I have it. It says for more guests, allow requests from viewers. So it just turned on. But
Okay.
if you go to your two people, there's a spin wheel, a settings wheel in your top right corner. You're gonna click that settings wheel, and if you scroll down at the top is the layout part. So that's how you can pick out what type of boxes you want to show up on the screen. But under that, if you scroll down, you see different options for yourself to click to. It says it'll show permission settings. It says allow guests to request. And you just toggle that on. And you can toggle it on for everyone. You can click everyone or just your followers. You can do automatic request and you can determine if that's just for your friends, your gifters. So it just depends on what you want. So you have a couple different options there, but you just have to go down to that section that says permission request under that settings wheel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm trying to get it set up to the point where I don't have to keep changing it every day. And
You might have to make decisions to change it here and there, depending on what's going on.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna start this thing off right and see
There we
what
go.
happens.
There we go, friend. I love it.
Mhm.
I love it.
All
So
right. Thank
what
you.
time is your thing tonight? You said 8 o'clock?
Mhm. Yeah, I was going to do it in the morning, coffee with Jesus, but I'm like, no, mornings just don't work for me. It's just too much going on in my world
Yeah.
in the morning. So
Okay.
let me just change it to 8 o'clock because I know that that's the time when I'm settling in
Okay. And you
and
can
I
be
have the
committed.
time to devote to that.
I love that.
So
Yeah. That's the main thing. I picked 4 o'clock. when I started off last year in January, because that was the time where I didn't have any interruptions from work, my husband, my son, and I was like, okay, I can commit to this, and I've been,
Wow.
for the most part, been able to commit to it. Mm.
And I went back. I actually forgot about this journal that I published some years ago.
Oh,
And when I looked in it, I was like, huh, how about that? First topic is commitment.
commitment's
So
key.
yeah, we're just gonna focus on those.
All right, love it. I love it. All right, friend, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Trenda, did you want to come up? I'm gonna accept you, friend. I think I accepted it. Did I not? Maybe you didn't. Maybe did you change your mind? Let me know, friend. Um. Okay. Thank you, Gina. I saw you said you sent a message. Hey, Trenda.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure can. Good morning. Happy New
Okay.
Year.
Oh, Happy New Year to you, Dr. Lisa, you and your family.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I'm doing my lives, I've only done a few lives. I'm new to TikTok. I've been like a week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've never been on the app before. I've always heard whatever about it, and I'm like, wow, you guys been around for a long time. I'm just now, really getting to, trying to get to know TikTok. So anyway.
That's okay. There's people who are newer than you.
Okay. I am under 1K followers,
Okay.
so sometimes it gets a little foggy as to what I can do, what I can and cannot do, because I only have 300 and something followers. But like I said, I've only been on for a week, but so I'm learning, trying to do organic, I'm trying to pick up people, organically, and it's challenging to, but I try to be personable, reach out to people, and people are really fast track today. Americans are on a fast track, so it can be challenging to have even a mini friendship with people because their minds are in space somewhere. I don't know where. But
So wait a
anyway,
minute. So Trenda, so I was looking at Leanne's message. So it says you have 349 followers.
yeah.
That's good for 1 week. You've done good. That's good. You literally you started going live or you started on the app.
No, I didn't start going live a week ago. Oh no, I only started going live maybe a couple of days ago, so
Okay.
2 or 3 days ago. I started like just like going in rooms and engaging.
Okay. Okay. That's
It was
really
a week
good.
ago. I've only been going live. I didn't start going live right away because I had to really muster up my self to go live. But in going live, one of my questions is, I want to go live, but more than likely I'm not. More than likely I'm going to be faceless.
Okay.
So that's what I do. So basically, I just don't put the camera forward facing. Obviously, I face it on whatever it is I'm trying to. So, what's your suggestion? Because when I'm doing my lives, I'm going to do my live on how to make how to make an ebook in your niche for your specific niche, whatever their specific niche is. If it's gardening, if it's making recipe books.
So you're gonna walk them through like what a software program like a Canva. That's what they're gonna be seeing. Hey, sure stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I've already written an ebook myself. I wrote an ebook.
So what are
my
they gonna see on the screen?
They're going to well, I'm going to be teaching them, but like the way me and you were talking. So I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out the dynamics of that. I don't know if they're going to be seeing anything on the screen. That's just it. This is what I'm trying to brainstorm with you.
I don't know what they're gonna see.
Sorry, my book, because I can't. If I show them my book, then because ultimately, like I'm monetizing with this book. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching them on how to create their own ebook from my book. But obviously, if they wanted to purchase my book, they would have it for themselves to do. So I'm giving them free information on how to create their own ebook. No, you're thinking, am I confusing you?
No. I don't think you're confusing me. I'm actually curious in the sense of what the visual will look like. So you're gonna show your book, but your book's already done.
My ebook is digital. My ebook is not. Sorry, my ebook is digital.
So you're showing them a web page of your Canva or how you made it.
Well, I'm going to go over the information with them, and I can share resources, but I'm going to go over the information. I wouldn't be showing them how to do it. That's like, they have to do their own due diligence for that. In other words, the same way I did. I'm going to give them the information on how to create their own ebook. That's just like you go to a class, but the professor is not gonna, you know, do the work for you. That's I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So why don't you want to show your face?
I just don't want to. I'm just not into. I'm just not into. I'm just private. A private person. I can show them my face and then go back to not. I'm real. I can show them my face, but I mean, I'm not. I don't want to continuously somebody just looking at my face. I mean, I'm here for to share the material and the information,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah,
You know.
I want you to see the chat too. So here's what I always say, and this is where now you have to get in the psyche of your customer, your target audience, and
Gotcha.
so the psyche of your target audience for them, and your goal is for people to purchase. That's your goal.
Well, ultimately, I mean, they don't have to purchase during this. I'm trying to just get the information to them. Whoever's going to be interested is going to be interested, and whoever's not. I'm not trying to, yeah, but ultimately, yeah, I'm going to monetize with this.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the goal.
yeah,
The goal is to monetize,
right.
and the goal is to build community. I mean, that's probably
Community monetize, making money is not like the primary thing that's up there. First is to give them, is to, I want to give them valuable information,
yeah. So all
to the community. And
yeah.
then eventually, whoever wants to make have an ebook, they're gonna obviously say, "Oh yeah, I'd like to see. I'd like to, because they get it instantly. It's digital. It goes right to their email. It's
Yeah,
not like they gotta wait for me to send it through the postal service.
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
mine right now is digital. I'm not sure if I will be putting it in any type of like a paperback or anything like that, because that's not necessary. People need things quick and fast now. They need it to go right to them
Right,
quickly. Email it. Things getting lost, things getting taken, things getting stolen. They don't need all that.
right,
I
right.
put
So
it in their email and it's right there, it's safe.
right,
They,
right,
correct. They get the book. They get the ebook immediately.
right. So what you need to do is figure out what your audience is going to be looking for from you. So I mean, if you're able to show them a process and make it a clear process of what they could do and how if you are leading them to some type of offer. How you doing, Joel? Happy New Year. Um, they need to see that. And so if you're showing on the screen, I think that's your question about what to show. So if you're showing on the screen your ebook, you got to be a little careful with TikTok. Make sure it's not showing some information where TikTok's like, oh, you're leading them off the platform or anything like that. But if you're showing your ebook and maybe you
That's
use
what
a
I'm saying. I'm
board,
probably not going to show it because I don't want to take no. I don't know enough about TikTok. I don't want to take no chances. So I'm basically going to teach them. They have to be shown on somewhere else. I'm not even going to take a chance on show. I'm not going to take a chance on TikTok showing them the information because it's too many
you see
things.
it. You see in the chat. He says you should show it. You got to show it. I mean,
I
I don't.
but
Let me explain something.
yeah,
Let
because
me let me
these
explain
things don't
something.
be the
If
ones that get banned and those, and I'm not in an agency because I'm just starting out a week ago.
well,
They can still,
let me say something.
but listen at this.
If you don't talk to if your viewers, so in this live you hear me talking this whole time and I'm telling you
Yeah,
examples, I'm giving you stories and stuff, so you're saying you're not going to show your face, you're not going to show the ebook, you what are you
I'm giving them
showing?
information.
So
This is what I'm saying. Knowledge is power. Information. I'm going to give them the information. Okay, I will give them the information, and then I have to figure out because of TikTok what is the best way through the email. What is the best way to get the information to them? I'm not going to do it on TikTok Stop Now because I don't know. They're too strict. So why am I going to turn around and get my account or something banned
no,
when
I
that person?
mean it's not necessarily that you'll get your account man. It just depends on what you're showing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm new to TikTok. I'm a newbie, so I don't know what I'm going to show. The people that want you to show it, they're not going to be around if something happens to my account.
well, you're not
So
going to have anybody there to talk to you because they're going to swipe past because they don't know what you're talking about.
okay, that's not.
So you won't have viewers. That's the
Right,
trade-off.
what I'm saying is not the end all be all. They can give me their email information, and they can still get information.
People not gonna do that.
So
People not gonna do that. They won't
why is that? Why not?
because they don't know you. They don't see you. What's on the screen? They gonna swipe past. They're not gonna stop. Like what you talking about? They're just not gonna just have a voice just talking to them saying, "Hey, give me your email
Well, I have a
so I
retail
can
store.
see." Like,
No,
like,
yeah.
I still don't know what you're showing on the screen.
That's the product I created, but I have other digital products. I have a business store also, so I have a store. But my point is,
Yes,
all right. So
Flourish just
you're
said,
saying,
"How
so
do
I
you
should.
build trust
You're
with
saying
people?
that.
Showing
So
them
you think
nothing
I
and
should
not
not.
not being
You
present
think I should
physically."
not give them the information?
Well, I was gonna get to the know, like, and trust. So Flourish is saying it for me. I was gonna get to the know, like, and trust. She
I'm not
says,
asking them to buy anything. So I'm gonna
"Well, no,
teach
it's
them
not
how
about
to.
buying. It's about building rapport. You got to get
Okay.
people, yeah, on social, on I mean,
That's
so this is
okay.
like almost like a
Okay.
digital marketing one-on-one conversation. I just want to, I want to kind of set the expectation. Even if you don't want them to buy anything, you still are building community and building that know, like, and trust. They get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you, and so that comes from this authentic interaction and coming in and you feeling like, oh, you know what, let me ask Dr. Lisa, let me ask her this question because I've come to her lives a few times. She's talking, she's engaging, I see her, she gives a lot of great information. That's what you're building for people to want to sit in your room and learn it and learn from you, even if they don't buy nothing, just learning and want to listen to you. And so
Gotcha.
you're trying to build that in the beginning so people just don't keep swiping past you. So you may
Right.
have a wealth of information, a great product, a lot of stuff that they probably do need and want to get. But you gotta you gotta you gotta get them to stay. You gotta bring them to your room. You gotta bring
Okay.
that. And so from this conversation, I have no idea what you're gonna have on the screen. I know you have concerns, and you're right. There is some things that you got to be mindful of. But currently, you're not showing your face, so they don't have you physically to talk to and get to know, like, and trust. You
Okay.
not showing. I don't know what you're showing, so I have no idea. And
No,
you're
it's
just
not.
talking, so it may be a voice chat. Maybe you're doing a voice chat, but
Yeah, but
still.
that's what I'm trying to say. I'm doing it through voice. Just like people who have faceless
Well,
chats.
here's the problem with voice, and just so that you know, voice does not push your live out, so you're not getting new views, and your current follower count is not super high, so you may only get a few of those people to kind of see that you're live in their feed. You're not going to be in a lot of people's feed like that, so it's not going to be really conducive early on with your viewer count being so with your follower count being so low, because it usually gets pushed out to your followers, and
Okay.
they may see it, and again, because they really don't know what you're talking about yet, they have to kind of sit and listen to the whole, spiel before, and most people don't stay long enough to listen to the whole spiel, and so they're just swiping past. So voice chat is not going to be effective early on for this type of service or conversation. You're gonna have to work on building your community, building that know, like, and trust. People want to come through. They want to support you.
So
Um,
don't go live. Is that what you're saying?
you said what now?
So what are you saying? Don't go live.
I'm saying you got to figure out what you're going to show if you do go live. Either it's going to be either physically yourself on the camera, yourself on the screen, or you're showing something for them to be intrigued by. If you wanna visit somebody who's faceless that shows her digital stuff, D Digital, she's good. She's in our agency. She was here earlier, I think. Um, if you message me, I'll send you her page, and you can message her to see when she goes live. I think she's going to be trying to go live regularly, but she does kind of a faceless live, and she's walking through like Canva. And I think she has some digital products she will show on her live stream. So she would be a good one to kind of see how she does it, and talk about her products and her services, and kind of do tutorials essentially for people.
Okay. Is that D digital?
D,
Is that DEE?
I think it's DEE Digital, but message me and I'll send you her right page. I think she has a couple different pages.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
D digital. All right, and that's what she does. Well, that's what she does. She does
Yeah,
faceless.
she's mainly faceless. Yeah, she's mainly faceless.
Yeah, that's what I want to do like that. It's going to be my digital stuff faceless. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody, how you doing, Harris? Harris is in here. She's saying, yeah, you got to be careful with scams, and so people really do want to see your face.
Who's going to be
Yeah,
getting the scams?
yeah. Well, people are always very cautious of scams, like scam kind of things and stuff going on.
Yeah, so am I. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
Yeah, and so if
Yeah.
And so when you talk about being faceless, you got to be careful
And
because
how when you scam somebody when they have to go to your actual how does a person get scammed from digitals? Because they have to go to your actual site and
well,
purchase
you
it.
never
If
know
they
what people are
follow
gonna
you at a certain
download
level,
you. You
they can
know,
scam from
you got
digital.
again. That's again. You never know if you're gonna get the digital. Like you pay for something, you might not get it, or you might get something that you really thought you was paying for something else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, it's all types of ways people can get do that. Yeah. You said, oh, my time. Yeah. Flores is about to get on me. Yeah, there are so many digital scams. There is. Yeah, it is.
That's awful.
I got it.
Well, unreal, but
Y'all so sweet.
I guess that's that.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Y'all so sweet. Thank you for checking on me. Y'all checking on my time. Well, Trenda, thank you so much. Let me if you want to message me, I'll pass
Yeah.
along.
I will. So I message you up here at your little what do I message you at on here?
If you are we're following each other. So um if you click my photo twice, it'll take you to my inbox, my profile. And on my profile it should say message. And you should be able to message me there. Okay. Yeah. Flores, you're spot on. You say you are a brand. Yes. If TikTok doesn't see your face or have movement, TikTok will shut down your live, right? No, not necessarily. If they don't see your face or movement, some depends on what you're doing when it comes to your screen. Like if there's a green screen or something, most people are getting those static images when they have that shopping cart on. So it's a TikTok shop thing. Trent, I'm gonna let you down. Thank you so much, friend. Um, so yeah, your face builds trust. That's absolutely right. Yeah, you so that's a misconception. You got to you know guys, I will say this. And you got to realize, I always tell you guys, your audience is a reflection of you. So if you are weary of, what does it mean to see somebody and make sure you're trusting of that person, you know, your audience is gonna feel the same way. Your audience feels the same exact way. Thank you, Di. You're very patient. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Favorite. I appreciate you, friend. Um, I am baking right now, so I'm not even watching. You're not even watching. Oh, you're not watching the time. You better watch the time. We're about to meet, friend. You need 30 seconds. Well, okay, stronger. Let's see. You need 30 seconds. And then, Coach Jesse, I think you were just gonna come up. Let me know if you wanted to just come up and offer some insights. But I do have to go. Hey, Stronger, how you doing, friend?
Hey, Dr. Lisa.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can. Happy New Year.
Okay. Yes. So I am going to go live for my first time today.
Okay.
And I am doing a weight loss and new mindset as my niche. So my question is, I want to show them like the products that I'm starting off with,
Okay.
and so I don't know if I'm going to get banned for that. Right now, I don't have a thousand followers, so
You want to show them the products that you use for like your weight loss journey? Is that what you're saying?
yes,
Um, and these are not TikTok shop products.
no.
And you don't have TikTok shop because
Well,
you said you don't have 1,000
some of them
followers.
were from TikTok.
Mm. Yeah, I would be careful showing any products. I know, so this happened yesterday to the Voice Guru. I was in her live and she showed her content planner that she had just got from TikTok shop basically because it was purchased off somebody's TikTok shop. And she was showing the book and she was doing this and showing the book and doing all this. And TikTok said, leading people off the platform. She got that restriction and her live was restricted. I would be
Okay.
careful about having, and what she did, and Carol, I think this is where you kind of went wrong too. What you did was have it in your hand the whole time, and you were showing, you were talking about it and having it, and I think some of your verbiage spoke to, like, here's where I got it, and even though it was TikTok shop, it was just something about the way you were saying it. It, the AI must have picked up on you're talking about this item, and you're leading people to go get it. And so you gotta be careful when you have like physical products like that you're showing. I wouldn't leave it in the screen for too long. I would kind of show a few things, and I wouldn't just have it like in my hand that whole time, just showing it the whole time. I wouldn't do that. And so if you do talk about some things, just be careful on how you message it, and just say, here's some things that I learned in my journey, a few things that was helpful for me. Just be careful about how you're saying. It's like, no, you can't. I wouldn't say, oh, here's what you want to buy and here's what you want to get. I would say, this
Right.
is things that were helpful for me in my journey. And, I'll show you a few of them, but, just know you're going to pick things for yourself. You're going to pick, so just be careful about how you phrase it. I would also turn on my content disclosure for that topic. So turn on your
Okay,
content
I'll do
disclosure.
that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome, friend. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Carol, you said, yeah, I got into my shopping cart this time with a pen. Okay, gotcha. All right. Thank you, Trenda. I saw you sent a message. They can differentiate TikTok Shop versus other platforms. Yes, yes, that's true. It actually says that when you create a board too. Like if you put TikTok in a board, TikTok, that's why I didn't put TikTok. Because I should have said celebrate 1 year TikTok live journey or a TT live journey. I didn't put it in there because I was like, TikTok is not gonna mess with my board. But even if you put the word TikTok, it is not like that. It's like you get that disclaimer message saying you can't lead people off the platform or websites and social media and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, just be careful how you guys are showing physical products, and how you're like talking about them too. Okay. All right, my dear friends. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you claim your points for the heart me up here. So claim your points. And I will be back at 4 o'clock. Thank you so much. Thank you for the taps, the shares, the likes. I didn't get a chance to go through all my little journey for the year. So I'll be back and talk about it. Appreciate you as well. Oh, thank you so much, favorite. So how do you end your live? How do I get box? How do you end your live? Bye bye. Thank you so much. How do I end a live and how do you get box? The box that I had on the screen. When it was out, you know what? Trent, I'm gonna have to talk to you about it later because it's really under your two people. When you request that settings, that's what that box is. But um, you can pick different layouts. So that's what you would do. You have to pick different layouts. But let me talk about that the next time at 4. I'm happy to talk about it. See you soon. All right, Flora. See you in a second. All right, take care. Bye bye, everybody. See you at 4. Okay, perfect. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Thank you. You all trolling all wrong. What you say? Laugh out loud. Y'all trolling all wrong. What you say? What just happened? You so funny. What you talking about? I want to fly out to Dubai. Those are the comments for me. Y'all are funny. I'm from Indonesia. Hey, friends from Indonesia. You said that how the trolls are becoming self depreciating, deprecating, deprecating. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Poor trolls. Y'all so. All right, friends. I appreciate all y'all. I will be back. I will be back in just a little bit. We're gonna get to talking and chatting more. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. I will be back. Probably spelled it wrong. See you later. All right, take care.